Hello, and welcome in. How are you? Hi, Angel. Welcome in. Happy Friday. Oh, yeah, it is Friday. It's a bit weird because I was going to stream yesterday, so my entire head schedule is a little bit scrambled again. I'm a little bit all over the place, but I'm very happy that it's weekend. How are you? Exhausted as hell. Hello, Rez. Hello. Welcome on in. Woo! Welcome on in. I am very exhausted. That's actually why I had to push yesterday's stream. For example, I know that you're not in the Discord, but no, I usually announce when I have to push a stream in Discord. And yesterday was genuinely, I don't know. It's been very annoying this whole week, or the last week as well, because I've been trying to get a more regular schedule in with waking up and all that. And honestly, it's a very bad moment of me just always being extremely tired at day, right? As long as it's daytime, I'm genuinely struggling to keep my eyes open a lot of times. And then the second the sun goes under, my entire brain's like really awake, so I can't sleep at night. It's great, because I've been mostly going to sleep at like 6 a.m. for the last 2 weeks, and I hate it. I hate it so much. Hello, Meister Meow Meow. Hello, Riz. Oh, I also saw something. Wait, before I forget, I didn't even note that down. Assassin's Creed Black Flag released. And I did not realize. I don't know if I'll even be able to play it. Honestly, I don't have the money, but I'm a little bit torn. I'm so stressed. Same. Yeah, I think I'm mostly stressed as well. I'm mostly stressed and maybe still the change of medication and with all the... Well, I've been working out more and all that, so I think that might very much hit my fatigue body. That might be the reason that I've just been struggling to sleep properly. I'm sitting tilted again. Wait. No, I was gonna say though, Assassin's Creed Black Flag is out, and I mean, I already saw some of the news of the whole thing of while you're still in the tutorial, you're gonna get the real cash shop suggested, which pisses me off. But that's also kind of, I don't know, at this point, it's also kind of expected from Ubisoft. And there was something else that they did. Oh, cutscenes at 30 FPS, but they already addressed that. It's apparently a bug. I thought they were genuinely just skimping out on certain things. I shall be lucky. All right, enjoy your nap. And hi, little Touchy. Hello. Welcome in as well. Thank you for the lookies, Ryun, and good luck with your exams. Oh, well, good luck with your studying, I guess. I assume you're going to be studying. Not exams. Exams on Monday means you're probably studying now if you're not going to sleep. Yeah. But no, Assassin's Creed Black Flag is out. I did actually say at the time that it was announced that I might stream it because I've considered streaming an Assassin's Creed I can't speak. Assassin's Creed game before, because while I kind of like the series, it's one of those series that's always kind of fun to play. One of the issues that I've never touched it for is that I don't particularly like the newer ones all that much. For example, Odyssey, right? Let me see, I have that. I know I played that while I was sick. That's the Greek one, right? I'm trying to remember because I'm a little bit confuzzled. I played it for only 13 hours, and I feel like I didn't get anywhere. Which, only 13 fair, that's not that long, but I feel like I played it for so long and I didn't get anywhere because the game is so big that it actually... I don't know. It's the kind of game where I'd say it's great if you want to play alone and all that, but if I want to actually play it on stream, I think that's rough. Oh shit, I'm looking at Black Flag. I have 100 hours in that. I don't think we're going to be playing that on stream. How long to beat? I think I played that more than once, though. I think I played Black Flag multiple times because that was by far my 40 hours. Or 30 and a half hours is what you roughly need on average to beat that game. I don't think we'll stream it. I really don't know. I'll have to see. To be fair, I don't really have the money for it at the moment anyways. We'll have to see. It is a really good game. As I said, like, Black Flag was my favorite Assassin's Creed title. I think one of the reasons that I am kind of still hoping for good Assassin's Creed games is that I grew up with it, kind of. When I was in my youth of gaming, Assassin's Creed came out. Oh! How dare you? Hi, Amaranth. Hello. No, number 1 came out. I still remember playing that in high school, and it was really fun and all that. It was really good. And I don't know. I would have hoped for another good Assassin's Creed. Black Flag, I wanna, but I also don't wanna. I'm not entirely certain yet. It is quite long. It looks nice so far, though. It looks very, very nice visually. I was gonna check something. Because something came up and... Ah, there we go. I remember. I always forget what I'm doing when I'm holding my hands up. There seems to be some beef around it. Depends on which one you mean. Because I did just talk about the whole thing of Assassin's Creed Black Flag has the whole thing of in the first 5 minutes of the tutorial you're being guided to the cash shop, which is insane. But I'll be honest, that's kind of expected of Ubisoft games at this point. It's not nice that you have to expect it, but it's just, I don't know, it's normal. It's annoying as shit, but it's normal. And I do know the other thing that was complained about was that cutscenes are only at 30 FPS at the moment. And I do know that that is specifically a bug, which only happens with certain settings. Because they already addressed that on their Twitter as well. It is apparently a bug that happens only with very specific graphic settings. And there has been quite a few people that have those I think it's on max settings or something. But there's three specific settings that trigger it. And I do, of course, know that people already said, like, oh, buying all the DLC is more expensive than buying the whole game. I've looked into that. While it is true that buying all the DLC, which comes out to 84.91 euros. Technically, that's true, because even the deluxe edition of the game costs $70. If I were to buy the deluxe edition, I would already get $20 of DLC, which includes the Master Assassin character pack and the naval pack, which means you get decorations for your character and for your ship. And all the other DLC, outside of the one that is actually kind of worth getting, which is $5 for the map pack, which still, I hate that you have to buy DLC for some basic stuff. Did we break things again? No? Is something not working? Why? I'm talking about Assassin's Creed Black Flag. It's not me. It's slightly broken by itself, but no. No, but as I was going to say, the other, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, $60 of the DLCs are cosmetics that are entirely unnecessary in any way. I want to point out, I only count those because if you were to get the deluxe edition, you would already get, in my opinion, the best outfits. Because it's a typical Assassin's outfit, but with black and gold, which very much fits into the whole pirate thingy more than, for example, there's a fire one, there's a cursed sea spirit one, which, sure, some people like it, I hate it. And there's a dragon one, which, again, it's shiny and all that, but I don't think it fits the aesthetic of the game. And I hate ruining my aesthetics. That's one of the things that I always hate about cosmetics. I love getting cosmetics in games. Not specifically in single-player games. I'm not saying I've ever cheated in Assassin's Creed games to go around the shop and buy the things without buying them. No. But that is very much possible. Actually, I don't know if that is still possible. But with Unity, for example, it was very much possible to just use Cheat Engine and give yourself unlimited currency for that. And I don't know. But hi, did I say hi, Evora? Hi, Evora, I've been doing well. Iris, I love. He likes to cheat in games. Honestly, I'm not opposed to it. It depends. It very much depends. I don't like, for example, cheating in multiplayer games where it gives a disadvantage to other people. When it is a single-player game, for example, in this very example where I play a single-player story and they still expect me to buy cosmetic DLCs with real money, I'm A-okay with cheating it. I am A-okay with cheating it. Or, for example, if something is broken and that's the only way to get around, I cheat in it. Or if I've played the game multiple times, like, for example, Skyrim. Sometimes you just, after you finish the story multiple times, it's fun to cheat a little bit, you know? To see some things, to try some things and all that. Black Flag. Do you not like it? Do you not like it? Because so far, I know there's 3 issues with it so far, and I've already addressed those. The DLC issue, which I've literally just talked about, technically that is a dumb issue to have, unless you want to buy 4 entirely different, mostly stupid-looking outfits for your character. There's no point in buying the DLC. Because if you were to get the deluxe edition, just theoretically, you would already get the one and only outfit that is nice. And the one DLC that you kind of need is the map pack, because otherwise it's really sucky to get all the items. I just called the original my baby. Oh no, I don't think they did too bad so far from what I've seen. Funny thing is, they apparently kept a lot of the original glitches. Because I've already seen people complaining that their ships are disappearing and that NPCs are getting stuck and that they're just running into the water. Which, I'll be honest, That is kind of the original thing. That is just Ubisoft. That's if that wasn't the case, it wouldn't be Black Flag. I mean, one of the most iconic videos ever made in Black Flag is that massive hole of where the ship despawned. Please tell me they haven't changed the game into RPG. It was an RPG at all times. What do you mean? It's an action-adventure RPG. Well, I mean, you are playing a role, so that's an RPG. Otherwise, no, they haven't changed the gameplay or anything in that sense. They've kind of made it... I think they've made it a little smoother, but from all that I've seen, it is very much the same. I actually haven't looked at the naval warfare yet, which I'm most interested in. One of the things that I've seen... Wait, I have the page open right now. I haven't read into that, but apparently... yeah, they have rebuilt the combat a little bit. I will be honest, it looks visually pretty much the same. Maybe they've made it a little bit smoother. And I think they have added... They have added a little bit of content, definitely. Oh, wow, wait, they have refreshed the whole fleet command? I think they've... I don't know if you've played the original with the app, Rissa, because I know you like Black Flag as well. Black Flag was my icon at all times. There was a mobile app for Black Flag where you could send out ships that you've captured and you can send them around. It kind of looks, I'm just guessing, it looks like they've actually put that dynamic in-game now because there's a fleet command flag that you can now access in-game, which I have no idea what that is, but it looks like it. I mean, the thing with controls, leveling out, they used to in new entries, I'm pretty sure they haven't changed that now. I'm pretty sure. I'll be honest, I can't 100% tell, but from everything that I see, I don't think so. Hi, Straino. Hello, hello. And I think they've added a few extra storylines as well, which is nice. I mean, come on. It's a really good game. I don't think I'm going to complain about some extra stories that they've added. I hope they haven't. I'm pretty sure they haven't changed the new quests. Yeah, which is nice. Honestly, visually, it looks insanely good. You mean with the leveling? I hope they haven't with the leveling. From all I can see, I don't think they have. I'm trying to not look at actual gameplay of people because I'd honestly still love to play this myself. I don't know if I can just do it now. And you can just skip the most of the traveling quests. I mean, if that's a change, I don't know if I'm that happy about that. Also, Minio, hello, welcome on in. I'll be doing well. Hi. I'll be honest. One of the things that I always appreciated is, I think Black Flag especially Black Flag and of course Rogue, which is the one that came right after. I think the traveling always was such an important part of the story because you are a pirate, and what do pirates do? They sail. So I don't know. To me, it's one of those games. Tailing a person for 20 was a key. Was there actually a quest like that? Not traveling, tailing. Oh. I don't remember that being an issue, to be honest. Also, hi, little Miss K. Hello, hello. Also, hi, Moonlight Mixie. Hello, welcome in as well. Hello, V. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Yee. There were multiple quests like that. I honestly don't remember that, but that might be, rose-tinted glasses. This was my favorite Assassin's Creed entry. Honestly, I love the story. I love the characters. I love the aesthetics. This game genuinely hurts me to this day. Because every time I play a pirate game, I love pirate games. Don't ask me why. I have no idea why. I'm not even that much into the pirate age or anything like that. I fucking love pirate games. But anytime I play a pirate video game, I compare the naval warfare to Assassin's Creed Black Flag because you were able to single-handedly control the entire ship so smoothly that it always, I don't know, it felt so fun. You know, and then you had the boarding and all that, and I really liked it. And to this day, I haven't found any other pirate game that really makes me feel that enjoyment again, which is a bit of a shame. So I need to probably... There's a very good chance I might play this. To be fair, if we finish Mushroom Oasis today, I have a slot for next week, and I could play it. I really don't know. I really want to... I got to see if I can even buy it. Hiccups. Ash Grey Wolves. Wolves... Don't mind me. My brain is a little bit all over the place. Hi, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the follow. I've been doing well. Peeks in. Hello. I have hiccups. I play Origins, and I would kill, for example, for normal mechanic viewpoints. My favorite Assassin's Creed based on gameplay, yes. Honestly, the naval warfare was a massive part of why I genuinely enjoyed it. And I think it kind of, I don't know, in a lot of other Assassin's Creed games, you tend to just run around a lot, jump around a lot, stab a lot. And in this game, you got a whole new dynamic, which actually felt cool. And I'll be honest, Odyssey, for example, has it as well. It felt shit in Odyssey. One of the reasons why I don't think I wanted to play Odyssey that much. Sure, Odyssey is way nicer visually. It's way newer. Well, not anymore. And the story was pretty cool as well. I appreciate Greek mythos and all that. I love it, honestly. Which is a bit of a shame that I never could actually get into Odyssey that much. It may have also been the whole thing of, like, you need 100 hours at least to finish that game, to where I kind of got turned off by it. Especially since I did it during the treatments and all that. I was kind of like, you know what? This is not going to be the last game I play. I don't know. I didn't enjoy it that much, which is bad because I think I ended up buying skins on that game. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Hi, Vale. Hello, hello. I'm doing well. Hi, hi. You could also play Sea of Thieves with me. No. 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 No, my Sea of Thieves sweat days are long behind me. When did I last play that? Sea of Thieves was also not bad. Sea of Thieves is probably one of my favorite pirate games. Wait, why is it not on my... Why can I not see it on my PC? Is it not on Steam? I forgot where I have it. Aw, that's such a shame. I thought I could actually see... It's gotten better. Yeah, I know they actually did a whole I don't know, like a whole... What do you call that? Restart? Revamp? Where essentially anyone that was already Pirate Legend kind of got reset as well. Reset, that's the word I was looking for. Thought about Mirage, and then they were like, we've added magic to it, and it died for me. Okay, but... what? I do remember that at a certain point, Sea of Thieves did actually... There was a certain thing about people that have already reached Pirate Legend get a bonus, and people that haven't reached it don't get it, and then everyone was reset or something. That's something I saw, I don't know how long ago. I really don't remember. But I know there was something big. But also, I don't trust the new... Why? They haven't reset me? Oh, maybe I'm misremembering then, to be honest. I kind of just read through that and I was like, oh, well, what a shame. Why do you not trust the new resync? Bitch, just say you hate me. Wee, wee, wee. Drama. Oh, I was going to say, being upset about magic, it depends on how heavy they went on magic, to be honest. Because magic has always been a key element in Assassin's Creed games. Literally since the very first one, magic was an established key element. The whole holy relics and all that, they were all magic-based. You have, since the very first one, you have one of the Templars literally using the, what was it, the golden apple to eviscerate people with magic. So I don't know, it depends on how hard they go with it, but every Assassin's Creed has always had a really deep tie with magical artifacts in that sense. It was always a big thing of like history mixed with magic. The fact that your character can stop time and teleport because he had heightened senses. Apple of Eden. I was thinking Apple of Eden, but that makes no sense, right? It's like, I don't know, but it does make sense. Yeah, piece of Eden, exactly. Artificial, but giving magic powers to my character. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I actually haven't played Mirage. Which one is Mirage? AC Mirage. I haven't played that many. To be fair, they've brought out they bring out a new Assassin's Creed every year. They bring out one original and then they bring out one fake. Oh, the one in Egypt. Is that the one? Mirage? I think that's the one in Egypt, right? Is it the one with the pyramids and all that? Or is it a different one? I swear they made so many. I have no idea what's what anymore. Mirage was, I think, Iran. Oh, was it? Egypt was... Origin! Yeah, you're right. I honestly just saw Mirage and I saw a bunch of desert. I only knew that Origin existed, to be honest. That's crazy. Yeah, this is what I mean. There's so many, I don't even know a lot of them. Valhalla, I've never touched either. I've played Assassin's Creed. I've played very few, and I think I've done really good picks with that. Because I've played the original when it came out. I've played Syndicate, which was really fun, the British one. I've played a little bit of, I think, Unity, which honestly, I didn't like that much. Unity is a bullshit RPG mess. Yes, Odyssey, I played, I hated it. Unity already, to be fair, Unity fell out for me because it was too heavy for my PC at the time. Right, I was looking at it, I think it was just new, and my PC was very old at that time. I was like, oh, cool, I could play another Assassin's Creed. And then my PC was like, nope, I can't. So it gave up on that. No, I agree. The newer ones are very much, I don't know. I think out of the newer ones, I've only played Odyssey because I've always felt like, oh, they are very meh. And during the time that I got sick, I ended up playing a lot of games that I used to play. And I was like, hey, maybe I could play one of the newer Assassin's Creed ones, what? Right? I tried it, and I didn't like it. The best thing about Assassin's Creed Odyssey at the time was that while I was playing it in bed, because I couldn't get up much, right? I genuinely couldn't move and all that. I had my TV in front of the bed because I set it up that way. And any time I would play that, Inky would come over, sit on my bed, and try to catch all the birds on the screen. It was so fucking cute. That was like 1.5 years by now. Damn, that was quite a while ago. But yeah, Inky would always jump on my bed, sit right in front of the TV, and always try to catch the goats and the birds in the game. So she was very invested in that. I think Inky would have been like, yeah, keep playing Odyssey. I really like that game. Tried Origin and Valhalla. Both weren't worth. Yeah. This is why I say, like, I'd really like to play Black Flag, potentially. We'll have to see, because it is quite a long game. It would be so cool. I don't know. I'll have to see. Oh, Steam also says Echoes of Ironcard came out. It looked so bad in the demo, not gonna lie. I love how the reviews are very mixed as well now. Only 50% positive reviews. I hated it. It's a Sword Art Online game that came out just now, and I really didn't like it. Yeah. I like Origins, even though all painful things, because the story of Bayek and Aya, bless you, I don't know any of them. I like how I did a tweet about how I checked out some of my German friends yesterday, and none of them have been following. Oh, I say none of them. No, it is true. None of them. Literally, not one of the people that I've checked out actually has been following German law. Because as a German streamer, you actually have to have some legal information under your stream and or on your website. Actually, on your website mainly, and on your stream, it has to link to the website. And not a single one of them has actually been doing that. Which might not seem that bad, but I do know for a fact that if any lawyer writes you, it's usually 300 to $1,000. And if it gets really bad, you can pay up to 50,000 for not displaying that information properly. German law is shit. For a lot of that stuff, it's funny as well because in Germany, you count as having a business the moment you have the intention of making money with it. For example, if you start streaming and you're like, oh, maybe someday I'll make money with it, that technically implies that you already have the intention of earning money with it. So at that point, you do have to start a business, but at maximum at the point where you're actually able to make money. I don't know, a lot of people just don't know how complex the German law can be for streaming. It's annoying. It's honestly annoying. You are not allowed to have fun in Germany without there being at least 15 laws against it. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, alright, but enough about Assassin's Creed. We're gonna be playing Mushroom Oasis in a second. Oh yeah, I got my bike guard thingy. I don't know if I've said that yet because I think I got that yesterday. Yeah, I got that yesterday. They actually, I think on Tuesday I went to the dentist and they took my print, and then on Wednesday they already called me and they're like, yeah, we're done with it. And I'm like, what the fuck? But you said it could take multiple weeks. And I'm like, yeah, we got it, blah, blah, blah. So I came in on Thursday and I have it now. It's very weird. It's very weird. I just have to put that in at night so I don't grind my teeth, which is funny because the second I had it in, I realized just how much I grind my teeth. I don't know why, but I always just put my teeth very tightly together and I grind them. It's a weird habit of mine. I do that a lot. It is a lot. Yeah, so that was the first night with that. I don't know. I'll have to get through that thingy. I just learned that you guys have a law that forces breaks every 6 hours and never been more happy that we don't have that here. What do you mean? What do you mean? Wait, what? Why would you be happy about not having enforced breaks for laborers? My bro told me I do it from sleep. He never showed me proof. I'd say go to your favorite dentist. You know, the guy that you really like. The one that's been doing such great work. He'll probably tell you. Oh, no, I didn't know. I know that I do it, but I never thought it was that bad. But my dentist, literally, since I started my original treatments, they were like, have you ever had like a brace for that? Or rather, it's not really a brace. I don't know what the actual term for it is. It's not a bite guard either. It's literally a grind guard. I don't know, man. That's a weird name. I keep forgetting what it's called. It's a biting brace, technically, yeah. But you just put that in your mouth and then you can't grind your teeth together at night because it's like a thin plastic thingy. Laborers are allowed a 30-minute break when working 6 hours here, but they are not enforced. But they're used by the laborer at their own choice. Yeah, technically, they aren't enforced here either. It's a little bit... Yes, legally you have to take it. But also, no, that's incorrect. That is incorrect. The legal amount here is 8 hours. Every 8 hours you have to do 30 minutes. I don't know where you got 6 hours. I do know because I can technically work 7 hours, 59 minutes in a row. But after 8, my employer has to legally add 30 minutes of break time there. But I can work 7 hours and 59 minutes without a break. Makes it so they're supposed to, and knowing multiple Germans complaining about it being forced to after 6. Maybe that is a local law then. I'm pretty sure that's not the normal German one. EU mandates everybody does it? I actually don't know. Also, have I told you how I love scripted stuff in games? You do love it? I don't think I like that. Yeah. 6 to 9 hours of work. At least 30 minutes. Yeah, but 6 to 9. Where does it say the exact one? I don't know. I'd have to look up the exact... I'd have to look... Oh my god, I'm bright. Also, Emma Lucius Malfoy. Hello, hello. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Hey, hi. No. I don't know where you got the 6 hours because the one literal law that I have open here right now, which is specifically the German one, I'll say. The German one never overrides the EU one, but it just redefines the one from the EU, which is 30 minutes every 6 to 9 hours. If work time goes over 9 hours, EU, yes. But the 30 minutes... technically, you have to take that. This is what I mean. After 6 hours straight, you don't have to take them. That is not how the law is phrased. You have to take them if you work 6 to 9 hours, within that time, of those up to 9 hours, you have to do 30 minutes of breaks. They don't specifically enforce when you take them. I don't know. For us, I think they're enforced after 8 hours here. That's what I mean. Which, I can work 7 hours and 59 minutes, which technically would be against law then. This is what I mean. It's not really enforced. It's not really enforced. It's more or less, you can. You can. I don't know. I assume that's a bigger issue with big companies. I have no idea. I have no idea. To be fair, I work in a small company, so we do whatever we want. I played Resident Evil 4 yesterday, and I was like, okay, shut out everyone, gonna jump down the game. Oh, you shut everyone, spawns enemies. Yeah, you can't shoot everyone. It's a crime. I'm actually curious now. If you work for longer... It actually says something else here again. I need to find the German law. I would actually be curious about that, because from all I know, that is not technically how that law is phrased. And the German law is not phrased that way either. I don't know which Germans you have that have been complaining, but that is not how the law is phrased. And even then, technically, it's more of a thing with more... What? More stringent time tracking? Yeah. No, I don't know. I got... To be fair, I now got the fucking Google AI thingy about it, which is not entirely trustworthy, but this sounds pretty much like the one that I'm used to, which is if you work for longer than 6 hours, you have a right to a break. No one is enforcing it. You have a right to get a break, which this one also says that EU doesn't actually have specific numbers. I don't know if that's quite true. I know Germany has specific numbers. Germany has the whole thing the one that I've already said, 6 to 9 hours is you have a right to 30 minutes of break, and anything above 9 hours, you have a right to 45 minutes of break. But I've never heard the whole thing about it being enforced. And I've been working in this country for quite a while. I don't know. I actually don't know. I do know that your employer legally has to give you that break time. Whether you are actually working or taking a break in that time is up to you. Yeah. I don't know. They track it. Yeah, as I said, they track it. Like Amaranth just said as well, you have to do the time tracking properly with that. Legally speaking, your employer has to give it to you at that point. But whether you actually take a break here. Workers are mandated 30 hours of break. This break may be taken no later than after 6 hours. I had that open just now as well, by the way. The specific same law. Die Arbeit ist durch... let me actually read this word for word. Yes. Want the German version? I have the actual law open as well. Die Arbeit ist durch im Voraus verstehende Ruhepausen von mindestens 30 Minuten bei einer Arbeitszeit von mehr als 6 Stunden, 9 Stunden, bla bla bla, 45 Minuten bei einer Arbeitszeit von mehr als 9 Stunden insgesamt zu unterbrechen. Die Ruhepausen sind im ersten Satz, ja. The phrasing is still mandated and enforced is a different thing. In the sense of, yes, they are mandated. Yes, your worker legally. Also, the whole thing after 6 hours, it's not said here. It's not in the German law. I have no idea what translation you have. It doesn't say that. It literally does not say they have to be taken at least after the 6 hour mark. Oh, no, it does at the very end. Which is, again, it's not technically how it works. Technically. I say technically because, the only thing that really has to happen is that you get clocked out automatically after 6 hours, which technically we don't do here, which is crazy, but well. And no one supervises whether you actually take a break or not. There's no one enforcing the break. If you want to work during the break time, that's up to you, but you're not getting paid for that time. That's all that is. But I've had that before as well, because that's just not how work times can often work. Yeah. So you have the 30 minutes, but whether you actually take them at that time, I don't know, it's a bit different. Yeah. Interesting. It's not a thing where interesting. Here, lunch break is mandated. It isn't right. I still don't understand what the problem with that is, though. You know that law is technically only there specifically to keep the workers safe, right? I don't know. I don't understand why you wouldn't like that. It's mostly if you're an office worker, you have a legal right to your lunch break and all that, which you should take anyways. Yeah. It's a health thing. And it's actually a danger thing as well, because if you were to work for 6 hours plus straight in a dangerous machinist work and all that, it can actually get very much on your concentration and can make you fuck up faster. It doesn't fit in with work. I'm allowed 30-minute break and can enforce my break at all times, but the law does not force me to take it. That's the problem. Huh? Huh? So are you saying you'd rather work without breaks? I don't know. I don't know. To be fair, as I said, we apparently seem to be bending the law here anyways. Yeah. This is the problem. Yeah, but 6 hours is a lot. Also, hi Leela, hello, welcome on in. Hi. Consider it this way. it still depends on where you work. Because in my job, for example, I could work 7 hours and 59 minutes without having a break at all. It's absolutely fine. We enforce it after 8 hours. Don't question it. They won't let me work 8 hours straight. Oh, they would at my job. But the thing is, the reason that I think that is a good thing is you got to consider this also doesn't just apply to your specific type of job, but also to people, for example, nurses or teachers or anything like that, right? People that, well, teachers, who gives a shit about them? Just kidding. No. But no, nurses, for example, who tend to have really, really long shifts. They at least have enforced breaks, like legally enforced breaks, which I think is good. I don't know. And for most other jobs, it's also good to take those breaks anyways. I don't know. It really depends on your employer, I guess. Because as I said, for me, that's never been a thing. I actually thought that was 8 hours because that's how we handle it here. Didn't know that we are breaking yet another law here, but that's kind of, I'm used to that by now at my work. We like to break laws left and right. But no, as I said, I don't get mine enforced until 8 hours, not 6. I don't know if that changed maybe recently. Maybe that's why. If that changed in the last 10 years or something and my contract was never changed, I don't know. Can I see when this was last changed? It gets spooky when Evora knows the German law better than me. Test. Also, hi, Nix. Hello. Welcome on in, everybody. Hi. I'm V. I'm a fan to guy VTuber. Meow. Welcome in. Hi. Forgot to copy. Honestly, happens. Also, hi, Stray Nix as well. Welcome on in. V. Hi, Nix. Hello. How are you doing? How was the Freak Circus? I will play that once the update has actually come out, because I've heard that there's an update supposed to be coming soon. I actually don't know if it's already out, but I think it's coming very, very soon. It was actually freaky. Well, they are freaky clowns there. Yeah. They do the freaky stuff. But thank you so much for the raid. I'm glad you enjoyed the game. We've been yapping about random shit. I don't know why, but we're on the law right now. My brain is a translator. To be fair, I don't remember the law like that. I don't know if it actually changed recently or if my work contract is just illegal. Who knows? Hi, Wesley. Hello. To anyone that did just raid in, please be sure to get some drinks, get some food, and get some rest if you have to for the good old after stream care. It's funny that you played the Freak Circus because we're actually playing a yandere dating sim as well. But I'll be honest, the one that I've been playing, it's called Mushroom Oasis, and we've played that last week already, and it was mostly cute. There was barely any yandere, but it was very, very cute. So far, at least. Because it's a little mushroom boy who may have abducted me. We're not entirely certain yet. Yeah. We're smooching the boy. I mean, labor law is more flexible for employees by design. An example, our vacation law states that our vacation time can only be used in 2 chunks. Does anyone heed that? Not really. There's even judgments basically saying, hey, it's fine. Yeah, no, I take my vacation time whenever I want, to be fair. This is what I mean. A lot of times, the thing with laws like that is, I don't actually know if we have laws specifically for that. But for example, here, it's a bit of a, as long as employer and employee are okay with changing it a little bit, then it is okay. That's the thing. It's a little bit of a employer-employee relationship kind of dance when it comes to laws like that, including breaks, including vacations and all that. And they are, yes, there is base laws, but they are a little bit flexible about the things that people talk with each other too. As far as I understand, the mandated 30-minute work. I didn't know about the 30-minute work. I thought maybe they changed the time. Because I know that when I signed my contract, which now is 11 years back or something, we specifically said 8 hours. And I don't know if maybe that was the old time back then. Or probably just no one cared. Or I was still signed under a contract from the 2000s. I have no idea. From 2000 specifically. I was playing another horror game before, and honestly, it made me scream. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there are dating sims. Yeah. Sell my mod actually kept recommending me a few. They're not bad. They're not bad at all. Mushroom Oasis is way sweeter than I thought. No clue can check. Nah, it's okay. I'm pretty sure my boss just never cared to update his information on that. Very likely. I'll be honest, very likely. Yo, V taught me this combo. Which one? Wait, what did I teach you? Oh, that one. Yeah. That's great, isn't it? You can also do this. Oh my god. We're talking about the Freak Circus and Mushroom Oasis and Yandere dating sims, and Cell runs in. Hi, Cell. Come on in. It's great. It is fantastic. It's beautiful. The little feats. I'm out. Yeah. Cell is our local Yandere game enjoyer. I don't know why my throat feels crunchy. That's weird. Also, hi, Darkslayer. Hello, hello. Welcome on in as well. I hope you're doing well. Hey. Yeah, we're going to be switching to Mushroom Oasis in just a second. Shout out to that 20 streak. 20, let's go. Yee. Pew, 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 pew. Oh my goodness. What do you mean I lost my streak? It happens so fast, doesn't it? It happens so fast. I swear, I've started getting some very small streaks in 3 channels, and they're all just gone again. I'm like, have I actually missed a stream, or is Twitch just... I feel like sometimes Twitch is just screwing us over. Either it doesn't show the notifications when someone goes live, or it just... I don't know. I was reminded that Uma no Prince Sama, the horse with the human face... That's not what that translates to, but okay. Exists today, and now I'll take it out on you by reminding you. I have never heard of that. But Uma no Prince Sama, wouldn't that technically just mean the horse is a prince? Isn't that what that would translate to? Funny thing, Uma is one of the very few... What do you even call that? Words? Vokabeln. Yeah, that I've been having on my flashcards. So I've had to learn what Uma is, because I've always misread Uma. Well, Uma and Kana, of course. Specifically Hiragana. Hiragana. I can't speak. Don't mind me. Don't mind me at all. Wasn't I gonna switch? I think I need to piss first. I may have chugged a lot of... well, liquid before stream, and it was a bad idea. V being V, me being all over the place. Nuh-uh. Go piss! Just look into the Google pics. I'll look into the Google pics real quick. Real quick. Uma... no, it was Uma no. Oh, wait. Wa would be is... Huh. Ah. Oh. Okay. No, yes. You know, fun fact. I was really close to playing that at some point, but I think at the time that I wanted to play it, it was taken down or something. For some reason, this game was taken down, actually, and you couldn't play it at the time that I actually wanted to play it. Which, yeah. Yeah. Where are you from? I'm from Germany. I'm from the place with very fun work laws. Well, did search in... Oh, anyways, apparently it was added in 1994 while incorporating the new worker laws from the EU. Ah. Yeah. Work laws. I don't know, I'd have to read my own contract. And honestly, I don't know exact contract law. Vora, it's always a little bit more than just one law usually, because I don't know exactly how far a contract with your employer can actually shift work law. Because as long as both agree to change certain things, usually that should be fine. I think so. I'm not sure. That's a way to describe your place, I would say. What? Oh, the place with all the very fun work laws. Yeah. You wanted to play it? Unsubbed, unfollowed, unblocked. What do you mean? It looks amazing. Hey, I want to get hit on by a horse with a human head. Yeah. All right, I'll take a very quick piss break, and then we're going to be playing the cute yandere mushroom boy. We'll kiss the mushroom boy. That's what we're going to do. Be right back. Hello, I have returned. All right, let me start up the game. I'm talking about Japanese. I'm actually slowly learning again. I don't think I've forgotten everything, because I know I started learning Japanese and all that a while back, and then I had, you know, memory problems. And now I'm relearning. I'm at least learning kind of fast-ish to relearn how to write and all that. It's been a while. A work contract is not allowed to go over the 6-hour mandate. However, how the held before 6 hours completely up to the contract. Yeah, that's not how we do that. That is not how we do that, and you can't stop me. Oh, there he is, Avi. Hello! Sorry, just had to how to tell Avora quickly that the German people that complain about the law are taking the L, and it's their own fault for not bending it. Yeah. Ah! My thingy is weird again. Nasty stinky cat. No, not my fault people don't know how to bend the law. Wait, how do I do this again? I need to quickly fix the... I forgot how to do this. Why is it that way? Why is it so weird? That's not how it's meant to be. Need a bath after the sploosh? Yeah. It's hours work. For us, it's 8 hours minimum. Yeah. I actually thought for us it's 8 hours as well, but... Avora has informed me that my work contract is pretty much illegal, which is great. But I'm also used to that. There we go. Oh, nope. There we go. There we go. All right, got it fixed. I mean, it's not my fault people don't know how to bend the law. Yeah. I mean, honestly, if it was up to Merz, he would 100% approve of my methods. Yeah. Which is great. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I could sue my work. You know, if it wasn't a family business, I would sue the shit out of them. I'd get rich for breaking so many worker laws over such a long time. So Noxity, hello, welcome in as well. Thank you so much for the follow. I've been doing well. Hi. The music is so calm. I forgot how cute and calm this... No, I didn't forget, but it's... I swear, I knew this was going to be a yandere game mostly, but so far, it's just been really sweet and very cute. It's not been very yandere. It's mostly been like a really cute, oh, we got picked up by a little mushroom dude. I bought Until Then a while back after watching you play. It's so nice. It's funny because someone else bought Buy Sweet Carol because I've played that last week, and now you're buying Until Then as well, which I've only started last week as well. I'm spreading the goodness, but they're very good games, both of them, honestly. Until Then, so far, oh my god. Oh my... Be prepared for, I think, one of the deepest stories in gaming that I've had so far. I don't want to spoil anything, but I really, really like the story so far. It's really nice. It is very, very good. I think that alone is a bit of a... I shouldn't say that, but oh well. I'm dead after today's travels. It's good. It's so good. It is so good. But thank you so much for coming by, Rissa. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Get some good rest. Bye-bye. It's good. It is so good. My wallet was thin. I get that so bad. I genuinely wasn't sure if I could buy Until Then, to be honest. Because I was going to buy Sweet Carol because I saw that one first. And then I saw they were in a pack. And then I looked into Until Then. And I was pretty much like, holy shit, I need this game. And I had to think about it 15 times. I genuinely had to check out Until Then reviews for like an hour straight before I was like, is it worth spending money on it right now? I was like, okay, you know what? Fuck it. It's so worth. And I don't regret it. I had to very much be careful with my money, but I don't regret getting that. It's such a good game. So relatable. It's always the money's always gone so fast. Why it takes so long to get money, but takes so short to get rid of money? I don't like that logic. Money seems to be faulty. Why money go away faster than it comes? Something about money logic doesn't make sense. It just... I get it, and then it's gone again. Oh no! Money has wings and legs. It just evaporates. Rude money. Okay, I have to think about what exactly happened in this story so far. So far, mushroom. Oh god, oh. All right, I'll do a quick recap of the story. Well, I am me, right? From all I remember, my character just straight up has either no name or he's just called V. I think we just called him V in this story, so it's just me. And we have a cat called Inkido, right? A combination of both my cat's names. Our cat ran away from home and into a forest, so we started chasing after her. Or rather, she's been gone for a week and we kept searching around. And at some point, we went really deep into a forest and we found some mushrooms, including a patch that very suspiciously looked like a cat. And a choker, which was literally my cat's choker. We stepped on mushrooms, and actually, it's not quite known what happened. I thought we shrunk at first, but apparently we just got knocked out or we got drugged. I really don't know, because we were picked up by a little mushroom dude, which we didn't know right away he was a mushroom dude. He was more of a femboy kind of guy. And we got picked up, he took us to his home, and then he's been taking care of us. We still do not know what happened to our cat. But we've been interacting with the mushroom guy whose name is Michael with a Y, like, well, you know. He's been there, and he's literally, I do know that he's been hypnotizing us. I don't know if he's been using spores or anything like that. That is the most yandere thing about the game so far. He's been hypnotizing us into staying. Because we said, no, I can't stay. I have to leave. I have to get my cat. And they was like, no, you have to stay. And our mind randomly switched, which was very odd. So he definitely uses some sort of mind control. Most likely some mushroom spores. Because he has a mushroom tail as well. And he seems to be some sort of mushroom human. It's very weird. It's not explained yet. So far, they've only been implying that he's a very weird-looking human that just happens to have a tail. They haven't actually addressed that he's an entirely different species from all I know. Actually, they have. He even said he doesn't have parents. I think he did explain. He's slowly getting into that at this point. Sus? Yeah. But honestly, he's mostly been trying to keep me around because he's been alone. And he's been cooking a lot. I still don't know if he cooked my cat. I really don't know. I'm very sus of him. To be fair, just knowing this game is a yandere makes me very sus of him, so I think he may have cooked my cat. I don't think he did, though. And he has 3 chickens. Wait, the chickens are... I don't think I can remember their names. It's Sunny? Oh, I don't remember the other 2. I know one of them is Sunny. I do know that that was one of the last things that happened last time. He took us outside after we talked about family and how our cat is like our family. And he doesn't understand family quite, but he said that by my definition, he has something that he wants to show us. And then he brought us outside and he showed us his 3 chickens, which were very cute and all that. We gave the chickens some pets. And I think that's actually where we left off. We're still outside, or we just walked inside again. See, I had to very quickly do a recap in my head because I really didn't remember exactly where we were, but I think we're just after the chickens. I have no idea what's gonna happen next. I have no idea. I better if I don't find my cat in this fucking game, I'm gonna burn the forest down. Sorry, Michael, but your home is burning. Did I do the wrong thing? Did I press the wrong button? Wait, why is it asking for my name? Why is it asking for my name? Am I crazy? Did I press on new game? Wait, I'm gonna close. I do see that my save is there, so I don't know what happened there. I thought I pressed on continue. Load? Did I press the wrong button? I may have. I do wanna very quickly do this. I don't want to have it overwritten, that's why I closed the game. Did I press the wrong button? I may have. I've been thinking about Michael too much. It is what it is. Please read content warnings. Oh, I pressed on start instead of load. I'm actually a little bit stupid. Yay! I think this is right after we came inside again. Thank you. I'm a little bit blind sometimes. Don't mind me. I'm a little bit stupid sometimes. I forgot what the voices were. I think there's only 2 characters. I think the one was normal me and the other one was slightly higher me. V? Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. That's me after I've just had a fresh pack of crayons to eat, you know? Yummy, yummy. I sat by his bed as he crouched down by the fireplace. I already can't read. From the window, I could see the sun outside was getting higher. It might be close to afternoon now. Hey, Michael? Hmm? He looked up at me from where he was stoking the fire. I need to learn how to read. We need a derb? You're right, I don't have that. I thought I had one of those. Maybe. How does it continue? There we go. I rub my arms, unsure where to place my gaze. I think I need to rub my eyes real quick because I'm struggling to read. This is going to be the great thing again. I always struggle to read in games like this. It's great. I think it's a good time for me to go now. I didn't... My expression fell, but I caught myself quickly. Angel got a point. Wee. He'd done his best to cheer me up. It'll be inconsiderate towards him to leave in a bad mood. I might have to accept that I'll never see Enkidu again. I think it's better if I focus on moving on. He was quiet for a moment, hands in his pockets. If you say so. But you don't have to leave just yet. We still got plenty of daylight left, and there's some places I want to still show you. Won't you come with me? I had to decide. Oh, wait. Didn't I just say this wasn't that yandere? I like how he literally overrode my choice. It's funny because they always just throw that random mind control in your face out of nowhere. And bro is literally just like, oh, you have a choice. Nope, you don't. Oh, bitch. I promise I'll take you home right after. He took another step towards me. Please, Firefly? I didn't want to say it, but he looked desperate. Okay. I'll go with you. The joy on his face was shining bright as a billboard. It's funny how he's supposed to be looking really demonic and all that, but it's kind of cute at this point. Great! Let me get our stuff. He disappeared into the kitchen, returning with my backpack in one hand and a satchel in the other. He passed it to me as he walked by towards the front door. I almost forgot I had this. Rifling through my bag, I found cat treats, Enkidu's collar, a broken compass, and... my phone. Wasn't this gone when we shrunk because we had it in our hand or something? I don't think we shrunk, by the way. Oh, I love the little cat paw on it. Oh, meow meow. I keep saying we shrunk, but I'm pretty sure we didn't shrink. The battery is dead, though. Still, that's one less thing to worry about. I checked through the bag once more, finding an empty water bottle. I frowned, distinctly remembering I forgot to pack water for my trip. That's worrisome. Or at least, Michael told me I did. Well, okay, to be fair, this is not too sus. Considering what if we actually drank all of our water and that was in our backpack, the empty bottle, and Michael said, yeah, you forgot to pack your water because it wasn't refilled. I don't know if that is a sus thing to say. Like, if you had an empty water bottle, I don't know if I would automatically assume you drank it or whether it's just been empty the whole time. It depends on the kind of water bottle, I guess. Didn't I? You ready? Oh my goodness. I looked up at Michael, startling when I spotted the large crossbow in his hands. He followed my gaze and shrugged, albeit with a nervous smile, like he'd been caught doing something that he shouldn't be. Why does he just have aren't we just in a normal forest? Aren't we just in a normal forest? I'm so confused. He quickly strapped the weapon to his back and out of sight. Don't worry, I'm not going to use it unless necessary. I would hope not. He chuckled at my indignant tone. You think I'm gonna let you go out in the woods without guaranteeing your safety? I made a promise to get you home, so this is just an extra precaution. You don't think it's a bit... much? Better safe than sorry, Firefly. He did have a point. Yeah, I mean, I guess. It depends on what animals live here. Bears, boars, who knows? He did have a point. If anyone knew these woods and the kind of danger it had held, it would be Michael. Fair. I glanced over him again, noticing he changed his oversized cardigan for something more outdoor appropriate. Yeah, he changed his outfit. That's cute. He always just looks so twinkie/femboyish. I don't know. I think the braided hair probably makes me think more femboy than twink. I don't know. He looks... It's funny that he always says he looks very ugly and all that, even though he looks very, I don't know, very, very soft, very demure. Anyways. His eyes tracked mine. His shoulders stiffened as a tint spread across his face. So, shall we? He opened the door and waved me out. I stepped outside to glance around his front yard. The landscape wasn't anything special, It was actually left quite plain, just thick with trees and foliage. Very demure indeed. Yee! He's just a little guy. Honestly, so far he's just been mostly sweet. Outside of the fact that he sometimes manipulates my little brain, he's been very sweet. Only paths of dirt and flattened grass clued me into the routes Michael would use as he comes and goes, webbing in all directions, trailing to the front door. I guess all roads lead to Michael. Very good to know. Come to think of it, anyone passing through would be able to spot Michael's house if they squinted through the trees carefully enough. I guess he was right that nobody's walked through this area in years. It wouldn't be hard to many... I mean, what? What? It wouldn't be hard to many... Not... I heard a lock turn before Michael joined me by my side. It's funny that he apparently lives all alone, and for years he hasn't seen a normal human, but he still locks the door. Maybe for animals, that makes sense. He smiled wide before tipping his head in a direction, making sure I was behind him before he started walking. Don't worry about it. I'm very worried about it. I mean, even assuming it's about the derpy, it wouldn't be hard to many. Oh, you rat. I was hesitant, but followed suit. It is very hard. It was quiet as we traveled, save for the sounds of nature calling out around us. That took you so long. Well, I mean, you should have added one more letter. That would have made it a billion times easier to guess. Out of 5 syllables, you've only added 2. Of course, it's going to be hard to guess. The weather was bright and warm, the sun casting pretty rays through the gaps in the trees. I had to admit, enjoyable as... What? Oh, that's a typo. Okay. I had to admit, enjoyable as it was, the bird calls and rustling of leaves as we walked somewhat through the bad memories. What? I had to admit, enjoyable as it was. The bird calls and rustling of leaves as we walked somewhat broad bad memories. Oh, I think there's a comma missing here as well. Wait. Yeah, there's a comma missing here as well, and this has to be an as. I had to admit, enjoyable as it was, the bird calls and rustling of leaves as we walked somewhat broad bad memories. Okay. Yesterday was miserable. I was lost, tired and hungry. There was a chance I wasn't going to make it out alive. I watched Michael's back as he led the way, the man barely paying any mind to his surroundings. I misspelled, and you just said he was manipulating his small brain. I forgot what I said. I don't know what I say. His ears would occasionally flick back in my direction, but overall he seemed confident on where to go. Improving my point. Wee. Difference between being senile and manipulated easily. Why do I have so many hiccups today? Having Michael as my guide home was definitely a great assurance. It made me even more grateful he'd found me when he did. I sighed and shook off the negative feelings, keeping pace while appreciating the fresh air. I'm still pretty... I mean, we walked into one of his traps. Need me to scare off your hiccups? Yeah. Just... No, actually, don't smack me on the back of the head. I'll have owies. I stepped up next to my companion, willing my voice to speak after plenty of silence. This is actually kind of nice. Huh? A good old nature walk. I coughed into my fist, feeling embarrassed. I don't go outside as often as I should. Michael smiled kindly. I'm glad I get to bring you then. Yeah, feels different when you know where you're going. Actually, where are we going? He sensed my nervousness and laughed. Don't worry. We're almost there. I looked up and saw it before he even pointed it out. A clearing in the distance, the trees growing strangely sparse in that area. Ah! He has like a little hidey spot that he's showing us. I held my breath as I noticed the grass slowly started to dot with flowers, delicate blooms swaying here and there in the breeze. As we got closer, Michael watched me as my mouth dropped open, a knowing twinkle in his eyes. It was breathtaking. You're breathtaking! Yeah! A secluded little meadow of flowers. That gave me other bad memories. Anyways, a secluded little meadow of flowers, lit up by beams of light, making the scenery resemble a page from a forgotten fairy tale. What the fuck? Great, we're in Minecraft. There's a fucking creeper on the meadow. Out of nowhere. How could you? Thank you for the beads. I don't know if the creeper has ever... I don't know if the creeper even scares me when I'm playing Minecraft, to be fair. Still got hiccups. Not right now. Not right now, no. I think I almost just inhaled my drink, though. Butterflies flitted about in pairs, their wings flickering and complementing the surreal yet enchanting ambience of the whole place. It worked! Yippee! You blew my hiccups away. Michael let me gawk some... Michael let me gawk. Michael let me gawk some more before walking ahead, turning to face me before sitting down to relax on the grass. I didn't say shit. I didn't say shit. I didn't say shit. He slipped off his satchel and laid it on the grass by the side, with his crossbow. What? I didn't. I blinked out of my stupor and approached him, spinning around to drink everything in before plopping myself down next to him. I didn't say shit. So, what do you think? Lady Gawk, who the fuck is you? Gawk. The Gawk got my attention. Yeah, apparently we're gawking on the meadow. Bottom behavior. Nuh-uh. Pretty, isn't it? I nodded. Oh, yes, he is. I mean, he's just adorable. I nodded dumbly before finally glancing to face him, the man's gaze on me softening as our eyes met. No bottom behavior here. A butterfly approached us rapidly, making me flinch on instant. What kind of pussy am I? It landed on his finger as he held it out, its wings flapping gently. He smiled at the dainty creature, a fond look in his eyes before he held it out towards me, and then I eat it. Do you like butterflies, V? I love butterflies. I think they're okay. I'm scared of them, actually. Okay. I think I like them. Yeah, I'll say I love them. I do. I think they're so pretty. This is amazing, Michael. His usual prideful smirk was absent, replaced instead with a shy smile. I'm glad you like it. The sun was at its peak now, the air getting warmer as minutes passed. The leafy canopy over us provided enough cover for us to not overheat. I swear those random-ass sound effects in this game. This was the game with the random-ass sound effects, not Until Then. I think last time I played Until Then, I was like, doesn't Until Then have those random sound effects out of nowhere? No, it was this game. I swear, just out of nowhere. Michael picked a flower with his other hand and placed it in my palm, his tail looping loosely around us both as my cheeks darkened. Why is he looping me in with his tail? What the fuck is going on? He closed his eyes and leaned back further. Why is there purring? What is happening? The butterfly still resting on his hand. My ears caught a soft rumbling before I realized it was coming from his direction. Is he purring? I almost wanted to ask, but I didn't want to ruin the moment. My gaze dropped as I twirled the flower in my hand, holding the stem delicately. The gesture felt platonic, but also romantic. I wonder if Michael was even interested in relationships. This is going very fast out of nowhere. I mean, we just saw his chickens, not cock, chickens. We just saw his chickens. And now we're going out in the forest and suddenly we're like, hey, does he want a date, maybe? He'd been alone most of his life. He'd probably get tired of my presence sooner or later. Before I could contemplate further, the butterfly on Michael's finger took off, my gaze trailing after it as it left the sunlight and flew away into the woods. Which reminds me. Michael? Don't get me wrong. This place is stunning. But is it okay if we go now? He straightened from his relaxed slouch. Why? We just got here. I chewed on my lips, hesitating. Fuck it. I chewed on my lips hesitantly. I love it here, I do. But I want to go home, Michael. Michael studied my face. V, do you want to leave me that badly? No. I need time to recover from losing Inkido. I know it's silly and dramatic, but knowing she won't be there when I get home. I trailed off, another shot of guilt and regret filling my chest. I just need to get it done with. I feel a hand rubbing my back. Michael nodded slowly, looking me in the eyes. His smile was gentle. That's okay. I understand. But maybe this place can help with that. It's a nice spot to nap, isn't it? I picked it out just for you. Why don't you go ahead and lie down? His words made you sway, a sudden bout of sleepiness weighing heavy over your eyelids. He was right. It is a nice spot to nap in. Why were you in such a hurry? You yawned, laying back to stretch on the grass. The warmth from the ground seeped through your clothes, lulling you into a sense of comfort and safety. There you go. Just spend some time with me. Just a bit more. Please. Yeah, bro's in my mind. He is touching my brain. Also, I spot to leave. Hello, welcome on in. I've been doing well. Oh. Here, something else I could show you. He reached into his satchel and pulled out a wooden box. It's called a kalimba. Oh my goodness, I love those. Honestly, the amount of times that I've considered learning how to play it, it's bad. This is so cute. What a time to come in. Hey, we're just on a date with a cute femboy mushroom guy. Oh no, he looks a little bit like a mix between a goblin and a mushroom, but he is a mushroom guy. Yee. I don't know if they've ever defined what kind of species he is. I don't think so. They just said he doesn't have parents. He's just a cute little guy. I blinked slowly, clarity coming back as I shook my head to pay attention. The box fit neatly in his hands, Michael holding it as if he's typing on a phone. He is cute. Yeah. I've already said, outside of every now and then fucking my brain, he's very adorable. Just a cute little guy. Just a silly little guy. I could see it had a hole in the middle with thin stripes of metal arranged in triangular shape over it. Really? Triangle? Aren't they rectangles? Oh well, I might be crazy. What does it do? I actually wonder if he's going to play music for us. A proud smirk spread across his face. I'll show you. He began... Oh my god, he does. He began to pluck at the metallic prongs, a gentle ringing sound resonating with every flick of his thumbs. Bro actually knows how to play music, even though he lives all by himself. I hope he's gonna keep playing when I continue. I couldn't recognize the song. He might have made it up himself. I closed my eyes, enjoying the tune. Michael gave a soft chuckle as he kept playing. Relax and listen as long as you like, Firefly. Clip what you said, Bad V. I didn't say shit. I didn't say shit. A few minutes passed by with Michael plucking away at the instrument, the two of us sunbathing like two cats on a Sunday afternoon. I must have dozed, as the next thing I knew, I felt a nudge on my shoulder. Comfy? Sent it to Reese to help you. Bro's just sleeping. I don't even know what I said. Was it the fuck my brain or that I saw Michael's cock? I mean chicken? I don't know which part. I say so many out of context things that I have no idea what you mean. He chuckled low when I refused to open my eyes. I mean, if you'd rather stay. My eyes shot open, my whole body jerking to sit up. I don't know if this is good, because my whole body is fighting back, trying to get home or to get to my cat. And he's just going mad. Michael glanced at me, kalimba on his lap, and half... Wait. Oh, and half a forget-me-not chain in his hands. Aww. That's cute. We need a quote command. Nuh-uh. That would be too much in that. What? I shook my head, slapping at my cheeks. Blah, blah, blah. Can't believe I fell asleep. It's alright. He cut me off. His sigh was heavy. I was hoping... Oh, never mind. He patted my shoulder, though his smile didn't reach his eyes. Aw. 'Cause he knows. He's a coward. No. Thanks for being here with me. Maybe we can do this again sometime. If I ever see you again. Let's get you home. He rolled over to his feet and stood up, brushing off dirt and fixing his satchel. Of course I'm gonna come back. What the fuck do you mean? My character literally considered, hey, do you think Michael would want to date? And then 5 seconds later, Michael is so upset that I might not want to stay. Okay, to be fair, Michael isn't used to people actually liking him or talking to him. Chat can't hurt you, we promise. Come on. We gathered our things and set off into the unknown once more. Well, unknown to me at least. Michael seemed to have a map of this place ingrained on his brain. You seem a little bit sleepy still, so let's freshen up, okay? We walked a bit further away from the clearing, coming across a river. Compared to the rest of the path we walked, the area was shaded considerably with a thick canopy of leaves above us. I can't read. Some of these sentences make me confused because they're ending differently how I would end them. I don't know. My brain's not that good. The flowing water looked inviting as I knelt down. Isn't it knelt? Kneeled? I don't think it's kneeled. Isn't it knelt? Oh, it is knelt or kneeled. Okay. Ah. The standard form of British English is knelt. I was gonna say. See, now I'm getting confused with grammar as well. Apparently kneeled is correct as well. I've never heard of kneeled. Crazy. We can draw more bottomy though. What the fuck? I'm such top. I'm 100% top. Yeah. And not a brat, I swear. The flowing water looked inviting as I kneeled down by the bank, Michael idling close by. I dipped my hands in, eager to wash my face. The water was refreshing and cooled my heated skin in the afternoon sun. I should really read the words before I try to say them. I pulled my hands back to see Michael peeking over my shoulder into my reflection, smiling with a faraway look on his face. He startled as our gazes met, irises darting away to look at himself instead. Oh, baby. My previous art says otherwise. No, see, it's slander. It's lies. It's fake news. That's what that is. Immediately, his expression changed. His ears flattened, a grimace twisting his features as his lips curled back. Why is he so upset by his own image? Maybe he's cursed. Maybe this is not actually what he's supposed to look like. I'd never seen such contempt in his eyes as I did then, staring at his own visage. He stepped away, retreating underneath the cover of a tree, to lean against it with crossed arms. Aw, poor guy. He doesn't notice me watching. It's not slander, it's fact. Yeah, that's why it's slander. Because it's not fact. Oh, I didn't mean to press that. I patted my hands dry on my shirt and approached him. You ready? Yeah. I stopped him before he could turn to leave. He looked at me with a questioning look, tipping his head. I hesitated. I wasn't the type to speak my mind directly. Most of the time, I'd keep things to myself and let things go by. Yeah, that's kind of what I do. But nobody should look at themselves and have that sort of reaction. Hey, you know you're not, I might as well be frank. You're not a monster, Michael. He looked taken aback. What makes you say that? I saw how you were looking at yourself. How you talk about yourself. None of it is true. I keep telling you, you're more than just your appearance. I don't know what compelled me to do it, but I did it anyway. I reached for his hand and held them between us. I thought I was leaning in for a kiss. I have no idea why. I thought we were gonna just smooch him. That would have been the moment. His eyes widened at the contact. All it took was a day with you, and truthfully, I think you're the most amazing person I've ever met. He made a choked noise. I'm just some old nobody compared to you. That's not... Shut up and listen. He promptly shut his mouth with an audible click of his teeth. From where I stand, you saved my life. You've taken care of me better than I could ever ask from a stranger. That already proves to me you're not the monster you think you are. You're charming. You're smart. You're sweet. You're a million more wonderful things, but you are not a monster. I take a second to compose myself, lowering my voice. You may look different, Michael. But guess what? His multiple eyes stared into mine, ears flattening as if fearing the worst. That makes you all the more beautiful to me. His breath hitched. Oh, is this just gonna be really fucking sweet? I feel like this should be the last point where he ever tries to take control of my mind if I already appreciate him that much. I could feel his hand squeezing mine, fingers trembling. It was like he forgot how to breathe. Silence. I realized my hands were getting sweaty. I pulled away hastily, scratching at my neck and avoiding his gaze. I could feel the blood rush to my face. I could dunk my whole head into the river, and it'll probably let off steam. Sorry, that came out of nowhere. I didn't just feel right if I didn't say anything. I hope you understand. An awkward silence passed between the two of us. Anyways. I caught him mumbling under his breath. I can't let you leave. What? I said I can't let you leave. I said you can't leave. So hi, Stella. Hello. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. I mean, not without your cat, right? I frowned. I've already tried, Michael. Like you said, it was stupid for me to just wander off into the woods, as if I'd find her through dumb luck. He paused, his fists clenching. But I haven't... Huh? I haven't tried. I know these woods better than anyone. I can try looking for her. But that means that you can't leave yet. Michael, I appreciate the offer, but I don't think I should stick around any longer. Oh, fuck me sideways. 6-7. I have a job and responsibilities and... You hissed in pain. A sudden migraine overcoming your sense. Why am I hissing? Am I the cat? Thank you so much for the follow. Hello, welcome in. Why am I hissing? What the fuck? You felt sick. Your stomach wringing itself into knots. It felt like the world was warping around you as your legs wobbled. Your body buckled over as you resisted the urge to vomit. I honestly thought he was whacking me. Why are we getting random jump scares in this very cute scene? We're about to kiss and bro just knocks me out. Michael caught you as he slumped gracelessly into the ground, your head resting on his shoulder as he cradled you close. Hey, you don't look so good. Your vision doubled as he spoke, his speech oozing together words in an indecipherable mess. Are you okay? You need your kids to carry you home. Yes, please. Okay, no problem. Just hang in there. Hang on to me. I think he may have drugged us. I think he may have drugged us ever so slightly. I don't know if I like him that much. He's cute and all that, but this is like the 70th time that he's drugged me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You don't deserve this. If I could just... What the bad, Angel! Bad! 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 I mean, you're not wrong. I should ban that specific word. I forgot about that. I don't know why that specific word is allowed, to be fair. But bad! You're not wrong, but bad! I just realized it's staying on screen. So, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. But I should still ban that one word. Anyways. Just one more day with you. Hasn't it only been like one day? I'd be the happiest man alive. Here we are. Well, let's get you tucked in. I should give you some clothes. Did he strip me? I was fully dressed. I was... What? I was fully dressed? Okay. Especially since you'll be staying another night. You're okay with that, aren't you? No. I blink groggily awake to the gentle sounds of a crackling fire. Also, yeah, Twitch is very odd with which words they refuse and which ones they don't. I thought I had that banned. I thought that was one of the banned words. I actually don't know why. I'll add it in a second. I'll add it in a moment. The itchy texture of worn bedsheets, the weight of a heavy knit blanket. Found something you missed? Clearly! Unless, of course, Twitch deleted them. Oh. Okay. I know why it got through, but that is stupid. I didn't add the past tense. I only added the, yeah. There we go. I never added the past tense version of that. Let me add there we go. Let me add 2 versions then. There we go. Just out of curiosity. Really? That sucks. I know, right? See, I thought about the word. I was like, no, that should probably be banned just because it can be very much a sensitive topic for people. And yeah, apparently I only banned one version. Anyways, the itchy texture of worn bedsheets, the weight of a heavy knit blanket. Yup! See, I think about things, but then I don't think about them enough. What about Oh, for fuck's sake! I now did the ED ending and the S ending. Oh my god. There we go. There. It's added. For fuck's sake. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, at least that's it now. I could recall once or twice having felt these very sensations to the point I'd consider them familiar and comforting. And yet... Oh my goodness! He's just standing over me purring. Okay, I think we're slowly getting into the whole Yandere vibe. Bro literally knocked me out after I said I really should go home. And now he's just crouched on top of me, purring at me. What the fuck? I'm making senses for myself. Yippee! Nothing could prepare me for the bright yellow eyes peering into mine. Oh, I killed him! I fucking killed him! I killed him! I killed him! I killed Michael! And I'd fucking do it again. Oh my god, did I thought we pushed him back! We actually knocked him... My knuckles hit him square in the face as Michael yelped, nose scrunching as the taller man stumbled backwards into a stool. I actually destroyed him. Sounds like a cat move? Yeah, it was just sitting on me purring. He landed on his rear with the grace of a clumsy toddler on the floor. I sat up in a panic and immediately grimaced, landing back on the bed with an unceremonious flop. Well, that's what happens if he just randomly drugs me. It hit me in one fell swoop, how my whole body was aching. Every single one of my limbs felt like they'd gone through the ringer and came out on the other side, all crinkled and wrong. He's your cat? Well, oh my god, imagine. I don't think so. I don't think so at all. It would be funny, but I don't think so at all. He literally drugged me to knock me out, and I just fist knocked him out. Yeah, he got a fisting for getting... Anyways, I groaned aloud, leaning my head back into the pillow. Michael... Okay, you know what? He actually deserved that. What did he do while you were not... I actually have no idea. I think the reason that the body is hurting this much... I really hope he didn't actually do things, but like, I think the reason the body hurts so much is because of the drugs that he gave me. Because I'm pretty sure whenever he changes my opinion of things and when he just knocked me out, it's some sort of spores. Because he's a mushroom guy, right? So I assume he's actually putting mushroom spores into me. So maybe they're taking a strain on the whole body, as in it's a whole paralyzation thing. It doesn't just make you unconscious, it also paralyzes the muscles, which might result in aches and pains and all that. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm gonna punch him again. Michael shifted back onto his feet, rubbing his nose. Wait. His voice was an awkward croak before he cleared his throat. I'm glad you're awake. How are you feeling? Terrible. He visibly flinched. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh no, he's among us. Oh no, very sus. Oh no. He stepped closer to the bed, leaning over warily in case my hand dramatically whips out again in self-defense. To be fair, what was he doing to my face? Was he licking it? Was he just staring at it? He was literally inches away from my eyes with his eyes. Was he trying to get a smooch? I have no idea. Kisses? That's what I'm thinking, but like, he was just looking at us. As in the actual... Oh, you mean the actual one? He doesn't sound like a fun guy. Nope, he does not. He smells like one, but he doesn't behave like one. With my hand settled on my lap, he deemed it safe enough to sit beside me. What happened, Michael? You don't remember? I shook my head, wincing a bit as my head pounded. Not at all. Michael hesitated. You, tripped. Bitch is gaslighting me. And hit your head. I had to carry you home? Question mark? He is trying to make up a lie as we go. His words almost slurred together as he fidgeted. My head? I slowly lifted my hand to feel for bumps and bruises as he hastily snatched my wrist. Don't worry about that. At least commit to the lie. He should have at least hit me on the head once to make sure it works or something. Or he could have said you got a heat stroke. I think a heat stroke would have been the best excuse. Like, you got so hot you overheated. Because my character literally said how hot he's feeling after that embarrassing moment. I think I would have just said, yeah, for some reason you had a heat stroke and passed out or something. Oh, no. He ain't the brightest. Nuh-uh. To be fair, he's just a silly little mushroom guy. Here, have this. It'll help. Michael gave me a familiar-looking drink as he quickly pressed the cup into it. I think he's... That bitch. Drugs? He has... This is the second time he gives us this drink. And the thing is, it could be drugs, but what if... Because he last time he gave it to us was actually after we originally got passed out as well, and that was the first meal we had afterwards, right? After we walked into his traps and he made us pass out. What if it's some sort of antidote? What if it's some sort of... So we don't stay too poisoned, right? Because otherwise, whatever he gives us might have a lasting effect. That bitch! Sitting up with some effort to take a sip, I couldn't help the small sense of déjà vu. The amount of times I've woke up in his bed, dazed and disoriented, is almost uncomfortable now. Okay, we're getting more and more into the whole yandere vibe because he keeps drugging me and dragging me back to his place. This is not the girl with the knife that won't let you leave. This is the cute little femboy that will just knock you out with drugs anytime you go too far from his house. What the fuck? I like how Cell even said that there's not too much yandere in the demo. Because this is only the demo. And... yeah, I don't know. It's not all at once, but it's slowly accumulating. The amount of drugs in my system right now, it's crazy. No escape. There is no escape. There is no escape. It's scary as well because bro has airborne spores that he can just deploy whenever I leave. Cell standard on yandere. It has to be hard, it has to be fast, it has to be rough. That's Cell standard if she calls it proper yandere. This is taking too long. At least the drink was helping, just like he promised. My body felt lighter as I finished. This is what I mean. I think the liquid he gives us is some sort of antidote that makes those lasting effects of the poison go away, or at least lessen them visibly. Michael took the cup from me and set it aside before wringing his hands together with a nervousness I haven't seen in a while. Thinking of some of the other choices? Yeah. So, I'm sorry this happened. I didn't mean for you to get hurt. I sighed and waved aside his worry with an embarrassed grumble. Wouldn't be the first time I tripped if you could believe it. It's not your fault. Well, it is, though. He gave a soft chuckle, but it sounded guilty. Yeah, it's not your fault. I suppose you're right. It's just... His face looked like he had a million thoughts running through his head. You know, I don't know. I don't know if he's playing this game quite right, considering he just keeps knocking us out after we very clearly said that we really like him and that we definitely want to spend more time with him. I promised, didn't I? I said I was going to look out for you. I said I was going to keep you safe. Instead, I made you hurt. His voice cracked. I'm so sorry, V. The sudden change in demeanor was startling, to say the least. You couldn't have predicted this was going to happen. And I'm fine, see? Oh, Firefly. I guess you're right. His expression carried a lingering doubt, but he quickly masked it with a small smile, his eyes dim. In that case, you'll be staying? The way he said it almost sounded like a decision that's already been made. Maybe it's a mistake? Such a cute nickname given by Yandere. I actually still don't know why he calls me Firefly. My suspicion is that he saw us with the phone in hand and he spotted us through the darkness. Because I don't remember exactly what time of day it was, but I think it was like slightly darker. And then maybe with the phone in hand, we looked like a little firefly floating through the woods. It is a cute name, yes. Because it is. It is? I don't know why he specifically would call me Firefly, though. But it would make sense, right? If he just sees that floating light going through the forest and he was probably tracking us. Because it seems that he laid a trap. I don't know. Or a plea. Oh, the whole me staying. That is, yes. What do you mean? His eyes darted outside. You agreed to let me fight Enkidu, remember? Did I say that? Yeah. So, you'll be staying... You'll be staying a while longer, right? He didn't even let me get a word in. In fact, a feeling of uncertainty washed over me, as if we've had this conversation before. Oh, fuck me sideways. I do not like that this music is very quietly creeping into the background. And the whole background itself doesn't help with that. The tones are very dark and reddish. I don't like that right now. I don't think... Besides, what's the rush? It's already late, and you're in no condition to travel anyway. I blinked before glancing out the window. It would be funny if he just taped over the windows from the outside. He's getting closer. Oh my goodness. Pitch black darkness greeted me as I realized he was right. Yet another uncanny feeling spread through my chest, shivers crawling down my spine. I don't know why, but something about this whole situation felt wrong. What if he actually did just tape the window shut? Like it's not actually nighttime, but he just made it look like night. I feel like I'm forgetting something here. Michael had a nervous look on his face. Maybe you hit your head harder than you thought. His words didn't sound confident. He never does. How long was I out? A couple of hours, I think. You, really took a hit. It was that bad? My brows creased as I tried to recall today's events. But I don't remember tripping. There was a river. I remember you. And then... Your memory must be fuzzy. Oh, and for a good reason. After all, it's been a rough few days. My stomach grumbled suddenly, echoing in the quiet room. There was a heavy silence right after. Not the bong hit. Michael was polite enough to hide his chuckle under a palm as I flushed. I like how that just saved his ass. He seemed relieved. Oh, yeah, of course. Well, lucky for you, I've got dinner on the way. He was gonna spoil you again. Oh, yeah, he was getting ready. Anytime the pink and purplish... I don't know if he was actually gonna spoil me. I think the pink and purplish might actually imply that my brain was trying to fight against what he did to me. Right? Because usually it implies he is sporing me to change my opinion / memory, blah, blah, blah. But maybe this was my brain realizing that it's just too much and that it's just not what happened. So I think it was actively trying to fight against it. That's what I think was happening. So maybe he would have spoiled me again. You're okay with soup, right? Is he a parasitic mushroom? Very clearly. He literally lives in my brain. Rent-free. Soup. Soup sounds alright. My stomach growled once more, the pain of an empty gut making me wince a bit. My host noticed immediately. Oh, maybe we should get you some food sooner than later. Do you feel okay? Do you feel okay enough to get up? I nodded with a grumble, swinging my legs over the side of the bed before noticing something was on my lap. Bitch! Well, good morning, Reese. Hope you had a good nap. Hope you weren't sent any sus shit in your DMs. I nodded with a grumble, swinging my legs over the side of the bed before noticing something was on my lap. Did he charge my phone? Why have I been told you are being a slut? I'm not. He showed me his cock. He tried to smooch me. He literally walked up to me and went, gawk. Actually, technically, he suggested I blew him? What? No, I didn't. What? I actually didn't do that one. Why the fuck was that so tilted? Why is my... Oh, I hate that. Why is it so crooked? Wait, why is it so straight now? Oh. Oh, it tilts depending on... That's not meant to happen. Oh, well. Well, good morning. I hope you had a good nap. I don't think I suggested you blew me. I think I only said I was gonna gawk him. Oh, blew you... Well, so you're the sus one. Yeah. Yeah, blew them away like an explosion because it was a creeper. What the fuck are you talking about? Perverts, the lot of you. Sussy baka? No. No. I didn't do shit. You phrased it wrong. Blew it away is a very typical phrasing for explosions. What do you mean I phrased it wrong? What? What the Y'all are very violent. I'm just out here getting pegged by my little mushroom boyfriend, and y'all are being very sassy and violent. I don't know what's wrong with you. You're just jealous that my little mushroom boyfriend has a built-in butt plug. Yeah. Think it was some piece. You're getting what? I mean, look at his tail. Look at his tail. That's his tail. It's very fun-shaped, isn't it? It is funny because he has such a bottom demeanor and all that, but he's also meant to be tall and all that. So what if he's a yandere? What if he's a secretly very dominant? He is very dominating. He literally controls my... Fuck, I'm the bottom in this relationship. Shit. I only just realized he literally takes control of me whenever I try to disagree with anything he does. You just realized that? Yeah. I thought he had a very cutesy bottom boy wife demeanor and all that. I did not realize because he's the yandere and all that. He's actually taking charge of my brain. I'm getting pegged tonight. And all that. Yeah. As is usual, really. No. Please destroy him. Oh, Michael probably will. Yanderes are tops. Are they always? Oh, no. To be fair, I haven't played that many yandere games. I require cell to destroy you. No. I guess he very much is, especially considering, yeah. He literally is putting a mushroom leash on me. That's what he's doing. He's putting a spore leash on me. Tops or dogs. Oh no, that's the thing. He's a very cutesy, very soft, very much like, oh, I'll do whatever you want to. And then the second I do anything wrong, he gets very dominant. Why am I getting bonged? What the fuck? Ow! Stop it. Stop it. I already got drugged and pounded by him. Actually, we don't know if he pounded us. My head is just pounding. I nodded with a grumble, swinging my legs over the side of the bed before noticing something was on my lap. I read this 3 times now. Wait, what's this? I unbuttoned the pile of thick fabric, realizing it was an oversized sweater with a pair of baggy sweat. He's putting me in femboy clothes! What the fuck? He's putting me in oversized femboy clothes! Help! 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 I'm being turned into the bottom big times! Hello, Sal. I'm so out of it. I'll have to watch the VOD. That's very fair. I'm not doing anything. He's doing test. No. I'm just very much realizing that in this relationship with Michael, I'm the bottom. It's a shame, really. Yeah. Mushroom pattern? That's oddly cute. The material felt worn but comfortable. A towel laid right next to them. Is this for me? Oh, I figured since you'll be staying another night, you'd want some fresh clothes. They might be a few sizes bigger. Or a lot. You know, I'm just that big, you know. Sorry. He'd gotten shy for some reason. Stop tasking the cozy Okay, even Angel said that the cozy time is over. Considering what Angel said about what's happening in the story, there is nothing cozy about this scenario anymore. No. On the other hand, I didn't have to take a whiff at myself to know that I probably reek. Boy smell. I nodded again, giving him a small but grateful smile. They're fine, Michael. Right in front of my mom. Yeah, look, this is my mom. Thank you. Yet another thing I had to owe him. I couldn't help feeling like I'm taking advantage of his... Holy shit. I couldn't help feeling like I'm taking advantage of his kindness now. So, you know where the bathroom is? His smile is so cute when he's like that. If he wasn't... Brat behavior. No. Take your time cleaning up. I'll be in the kitchen if you need anything. I'm really happy you're here. He stood there for a good few seconds, fidgeting with his hands, as if he wanted to say more before finally heading to the kitchen. I watched his back retreat before hoisting myself up and heading to the bathroom. Heading to the bathroom, not heating. I can't read. Reading is not one of the skills I possess. Now that I was alone, I had a moment to gather my thoughts. Open the window, please. I am very sus of the darkness. But no, there's owls and all. It's probably nighttime. The nagging feeling was back. A prickling feeling across my skin, raising goosebumps, as if to tell me I shouldn't be here. I just couldn't place my finger on what. Should be careful. I was probably being paranoid. Should I? The thing is, I've been trying to push the story to where we're staying with him. Because... Oh no, honestly, the cat's gone from home anyways, and if we have any chance of finding Meow Meow again, I assume he probably would find her. I don't really want to go home. Got a fucking job and bills to pay. I was probably just being paranoid. I keep pushing my character into the whole thing of like, everything's great. Then again, it's been a while since I've showered, so I could chalk it up to dirt accumulating on me and making me itch in places I didn't want to think about. Michael wants to think about those places, probably. After undressing, I folded my clothes so I could place them in my backpack later before turning on the shower. Much like IRL. I literally showered before stream, you stanker shit face. The water was ice cold. My teeth chattered as I cleaned myself as fast as I could, using some scentless soap by the side of the tub. Reese One Pieces, aka Reese smells like shit. Dressing myself again, I wrung out my hair as best as I could before drying it with a towel. Ow! Putting on the clothes Michael provided, I felt like I had shrunk in size. I adjusted the sleeves. Oh my god, my boyfriend gave me his oversized clothes. That's so cute! I adjusted the sleeves and waistband to my liking, with some struggling just so my hands and feet could poke out of the holes comfortably. Oh my god. Gay. This is so gay. It's funny as well because we've only met him 1 or 2 days ago, and before he knocked me out, my character was literally thinking, I wonder if you'd like to date. My character literally went from the whole, oh, I saw his chickens. I saw his chickens to, wow, I kind of want to date him. Scentless soapy so he doesn't ruin your scent? Oh, maybe. Honestly, I was thinking it's scentless because he doesn't know how to make artificial scents, maybe, even though he could probably mix in something like mint. Or B, he's very much a hunter, it seems, because he's been hunting animals and all that, and he's been laying traps. So I think he wouldn't want to have weird scents on him. That's why I would say he probably has scentless. But you might be right. He wants to smell my boy smell. I couldn't help noticing his clothes smelled like freshly cut grass, with a smoky hint of woodsy bonfire. The scent reminded me of camping in summer. Persistent doubt aside, I definitely felt way better compared to when I woke up. Your character saw his shroom and was down. Yep. My character is very much he's very much down to getting shroomed. What the fuck? Wait, let me very quickly... Give me 1 second. I don't know why, but my chat... Oh, there we go. My chat on Twitch was very broken. For some reason, I looked over and Reese's last 2 messages took up the whole screen and nothing else. Oh, what was going on? Stepping out, I could smell something good coming from the kitchen. It was Michael, so I went over and sniffed him. A gentle humming greeted me as I came through the doorway. Michael was idly stirring a pot by the stove, looking up at me as I entered the kitchen. Such a cutie patootie. It's funny that his mushroom looks a little bit like a scorpion stinger as well. Like, why is it like a stinger at the front? It's like kind of... I don't know. I don't trust it. Whatever he had in that pot made my stomach grumble yet again. His ears flicked as he registered the clothes I was wearing. How do they fit? I shrugged. They're definitely bigger on me. He nodded, turning back to the pot. I can see that. I wasn't sure what you normally wear, so I went with whatever I had that was... He struggled to pick a word. Coziest? I gave a hum of agreement, fiddling with the hem of his sweater. Flirt! Your character, yes. So he can stab you with his... Yes, he's gonna sting me. Flirt. Was I really about to do this? Yes, do it, bitch! I guess I was. With the confidence of a courting peacock with nothing to lose, I leaned against the doorway, making sure to prop my hip in just the right angle against the edge. Oh my god. I think I look good in your clothes. Maybe I should wear them more often. Bottom, yes you are. But that's okay, Reese. We'll accept you either way. With how baggy the clothes were on me, I probably look closer to a sentient sack of potatoes than a human being. Hey, that's how I walk around all day. Michael must have sensed something was different with my tone, as he gave a confused chuckle with his tail noticeably swishing side to side. I guess you could. Though I'm pretty sure most of them won't fit, right? Undeterred, I continued on. I could help find something more comfortable. I sent the smoothest wink I could muster. I love how the screen actually went half dark. Oh, that's cute. Wink. Nailed it. He seemed to consider my offer. I thought I found the right outfit, but you can look through the closet for something you like now that you're awake. Do you have something in your eye? Holy shit, he really doesn't get any of it. I straightened subtly. I'm just trying something, I guess. Trying what? Never mind. What's cooking good looking? Against all odds, his cheeks actually began to color, his hands stirring in the pot, faltering for a brief second. What? Wait, this might actually work. Oh, is it the very easy looks-based compliments that he likes because he's very unsure about his looks? Maybe. So oblivious. He doesn't get... To be fair, he's never been raised with the social standard of like, oh, what could it mean when someone wants to get more comfortable or when winking, right? He doesn't understand those signs. He probably hasn't read a lot of romance novels in his time. He was too busy surviving. Speech roll failed. Yeah, but just calling him good looking worked apparently. The bottom failed to seduce. Nuh-uh. I bolster my efforts, leaning forward with another smile. You heard me. You said... He hesitated to repeat it. Well, maybe you should get your eyes checked. Yeah, that was a terrible idea. Fuck! I cleared my throat awkwardly. Thank you for the close. He must have sensed something was wrong again, as he quickly tried to salvage whatever the hell was going on. It's so funny that he has no idea what the fuck flirting is. For what it's worth, you look very... What? Well, whatever it was he said sounded like several strange clicks of the tongue. But with vowels? Somehow? What? He huffed, tail waving side to side like a metronome. Bless you, thank you. We learned how successful V can raise. It means... He trailed off. I guess in your language it would mean... He has a language? He just casually drops that he knows some other language? After saying he doesn't have family or parents or anything like that, how the fuck does he know an entire different language? That's crazy. Cute? Oh, I call me cute. My smile faltered as he fidgeted. We stared at each other. Shroom language. Yeah, but he says he doesn't have family or he doesn't have parents, so how did he learn it? That's surprising. Maybe it was born. I might actually have a chance. Gay! The color on his face was closer to a blueberry the longer I looked at him. There was an awful, awkward tension before I broke it with a nervous laugh. Cute. In fact, I could swear I heard him whimper in panic. Oh my god. The situation was so absurd, I had to laugh harder. Was that so hard to say? He sputtered. I didn't think you'd be comfortable with me saying it. Why not? Well, you know. What do I know? My grin was teasing, and he picked up on that quickly, his nervousness dissipating as he gave a sharp huff. His hand stirred the pot faster. So I called you cute. It's not a big deal. And why is your face so blue like it is? He made another choking noise, eyes darting about. It's just the heat from the stove. I'm cooking my best here. He snickered at his terrible excuse. You're a bad liar. But it's true. Stovetops don't do that. Mine does. A glaring contest ensues before we ended up... Uh-oh. Is the pot gonna explode over us? And then we're gonna have to strip and wash off together to save water? Because we only have a small tank? What a shame. A glaring contest ensues before we ended up bursting into a fit of giggles. My face warming from the silly banter. Honeybee? No! What the fuck? The kettle started whistling then, cutting our moment short. Sleuth? Yes, you are. He seemed disappointed by the shift in the atmosphere, but quickly moved to pick it up. Why don't you take a seat, Firefly? Take a seat. Why don't you take a seat, Firefly? I'll be right with you. He was already turning his back towards me to start preparing the tea. I slowly approached him. Hey, let me help this time. Michael startled, surprised to see me beside him. Oh, sure. Could you get some bowls ready? We're having tomato soup. Oh, do you want some grilled cheese with yours, or would you prefer garlic bread? Garlic bread, garlic bread, garlic bread, garlic bread, garlic bread, garlic bread. Got it. I brushed past him, feeling his tail linger by my ankle as I grabbed the bowls and spoons from the bottom shelf. Why is his tail just going for my legs? Where's his tail going? He started preparing the sides, the smell of toasted bread filling the kitchen and mingling with the soups. Tail? Yeah, it's his tail. What are you talking about? Why would anything else be at my ankle? He started preparing the sides, the smell of toasted bread. Wait, I already had that. I took over preparing the tea. Finally, I ladled the soup from the pot into a larger bowl, just as Michael finished flipping the last piece. I love how we went from being a guest to slowly living together with our boyfriend. I mean boyfriend. Aiming for the hole slowly. I wonder if I'm gonna get the food or the plug first. Oh my god. I actually like the style of the food in this game. It's cute. It's tasty. I want this. We settled in for a nice hot dinner. Regardless of how I felt about tomato soup, Michael's turned out rich and creamy, with an amazing balance of sour and sweet. The fragrant garlic bread added the perfect texture to the meal, practically melting in my mouth with every bite. I haven't had garlic bread in such a long time. It's my cocaine. I need more of it. This simple combination of bread slices, toasted with a buttery garlic spread, dipped in fancy ketchup, had no business being this good. There's still a feeling of stilted awkwardness, but the food helped us ease both into a warmer, light-hearted conversation. He's still blushing. I didn't realize how hungry I was until I refilled my bowl, Michael watching me with his chin propped in his hand. His own bowl sat empty. Apparently he'd already had his fill. Is tomato soup your favorite? His question was innocent, though his eyes were observing me carefully as I shrugged. I think I'd love anything you cook. He's still taking a second to process what I said. Oh. Well, thank you. No, thank you. Usually I get takeout or microwave dinners. True. Nothing beats home-cooked food. What's a microwave? I snickered and tried to explain the best I can. A Michael. A metal box that heats up food? It sounds like... What's the word in those fantasy books? Magic? Am I using that word right? I laughed lightly. Sometimes science is just like that. We talked about other kitchen appliances off the top of my head, slowly branching out to other human inventions. He seemed even more interested. I never understood how, technology worked. I pulled out my phone and let him fiddle with it, though with the battery dead, there's not much I could show. He was clearly disappointed. It's about as useful as a brick. For now. Well, it's a bad brick. It breaks faster than a brick. Otherwise, I'd have a whole network of information in my hands. His eyes lit up. Like a library? And you can access it at any time as long as that bad Terry is alive? And as long as I have an internet connection. Right. Internet. I didn't know you could do that. I just see people staring at them all the time. It seems boring. He looked at my phone again, a look of wonder on his face. Having a whole library on your hands. Everyone must be really smart then. Bro hasn't heard of TikTok yet. Well, not everyone uses it like a library, more like a messaging hub. Source of content consumption? His ears flickered as he stared at me with a blank smile. We're still gonna have to show him porn. Bro's not heard of Twitch. The funny thing is, my character originally said he'd love to show Michael the internet, and then he was like, actually, wait, never mind, I probably shouldn't. I'm very certain that my character immediately had porn on his mind again. As well. Consumption? You can eat it? Yeah, he has no clue what I'm talking about. How do I explain to him that very concept of Web 2.0? I cleared my throat, deciding that I simply won't. Maybe I can show you what I mean someday. His eyes brightened, seeming to like that idea a lot. You mean that? I can have some? Yeah. I think it's about time you start getting a little more modern around here. No offense. Imagine what you could do with a generator. His smile widened just a tad, though there's still a cluelessness to his face that was just a little endearing. Generator? I laughed and reached across to pet his head, a gesture that made his smile wobble. Like I said, we're giving him head pets. I'll show you someday. A loud thwack sounded against the floorboards, followed by a rhythmic thudding. What? Leaning over, I could see the tip of his tail wagging back and forth, the tip of it slapping against the floor almost comically. Oh my god. Bro's too excited. Michael looked flustered as he laughed softly, pulling his hand back to rub his neck. Sorry. He looked like he had more to say, but exhaled heavily, gathering himself before tilting his chin towards my empty bowl. Are you done? I nodded as he stood and collected our dirty dishes, heading towards the sink to wash them. A rabbit tail. Eee. It literally goes like... He's literally like an excited puppy in that sense. I don't know. He's been very cat-like. Actually, cats swish their tail fairly fast as well when they get excited. I don't know. He's been very much a cat person. I followed close behind, carrying the mugs. We made quick work of the dishes, heading back to the living room to relax. So, Michael, have you ever heard of Netflix and chill? Netflix and what? Wait, what and chill? Michael headed to his basket of knitting materials, his movement routine. It's too warm, I'm boiling alive. Yeah, the heat is coming back here as well. Cat-coated, very much. I mean, he literally purrs, and he wags his tail when he gets pets. I wasn't sure what to do with myself, so I touched him and never mind. I looked over at Michael as he pulled out the stool from the corner of the room towards the front of the fireplace. His ears flickered in my direction before I returned my glance. It's 33 at the moment? What the fuck? My room is 29. I actually didn't think it was that warm right now. Why is it that warm? Wait. I actually got to check how the weather is going to be this week, because it's supposed to be... Oh yeah, today was 27, tomorrow is 29, and on Sunday it's 30, then 30, 29, 30, 32. Fuck. Yeah, next week is going to be spicy again. It doesn't help that my room is always way warmer. Do you knit? Not at all. He gave a soft chuckle. Maybe you'll like it if you tried. Can I see what you're working on? He looked surprised, not expecting my interest. Sure, it's just something to work on in my downtime. Halfway through, I started to realize that maybe it's not really my color. He lifted it up for me to see, only for my foot to kick the basket and sending a ball of yarn rolling towards the bed. Sorry. Fuck, is something under the bed? Keep the story going. I need my mushroom twink wife to hook up with us. I know, right? I think something bad is gonna happen next because it's been too cozy. It's been getting way too cozy. Also, I think I don't know if he's a twink or a femboy. I mean, he is very, very cutesy. He has like braided hair and all that. I feel like he would be. I think if anything, he'd probably be. I think he'd be a bit of a femboy, maybe. I have no idea. Can't let it last. It's something really bad is about to happen. We're gonna spot something under the bed. Literally, I didn't even see this yet. Oh, I've spotted. I quickly followed after it, only to halt as I spotted something under the bed. It was a glint of the bright firefly. Wait, what? It was glinting of the bright firelight within the room. Approaching the bed and tilting my head lower, I could see it was a tin container the size of a shoebox. Imagine my fucking cat is in there. What's that? Michael looked up. Under your bed. Is it something important? A hesitant look came across his face. Oh, just some emergency supplies. Nothing too special. Is Inky Baba? I'm always paranoid that he killed my cat. I had an inkling it was something more, but I figured I'd let him keep his privacy without prying anymore. It's his sex toys. It's probably his sex toys. That's why there's a mushroom on it. Oh my god, that's why there's a mushroom on it and a moon and a heart. Because he gets them out at nighttime to, you know. I see. Michael watched me for a moment or two before clearing his throat. Hey, Firefly? Bitch! I've been meaning to ask. Do you remember what you said at the river? The river? Oh. Where I tripped. I pursed my lips and thought. Not really. Everything feels fuzzy to me. He seemed disappointed. Oh. Not even a little? I like that because of this, like because he drugged me in that moment, I also lost the moments of me being very supportive and sweet towards him. I shook my head. Why? Did I say something stupid? Just some things. made me happy. Oh god, I think I did say something stupid. Before I could ask about it, he'd already gestured towards the bed. Well, you should get some sleep, Firefly. Want to wake up nice and early to find Inkido, right? The idea of looking for my cat once more made me wilt. You really think we'll find her? Michael looked on edge, pocketing his hands. It doesn't hurt to try. But it does hurt to hope. His face twitched. His ears flattened as he thought of something to say, clearly struggling. He finally opened his mouth to respond, his words slow and careful. I'm here for you. Thank you, Michael. He nodded, a strange mixture of polite happiness and hidden anxiety playing across his face. I don't like that anytime I mention finding the cat, he seems to know something that I don't. He's probably not used to another person sticking around this long, let alone someone going through a loss he could care less about. Third fan acquired. So you're the one getting blown. I see how it is. Maybe I've been enough of a burden to him. Actually, can you just send me home? His brows raised, his posture straightened in surprise. Are you sure? Cat's dad called. I really think it is. Just for context, the cat, we found the collar of the cat next to what looked almost, I don't know, like it was incinerated instantly. Because there was a shadow of the cat on a mushroom trap. And we fell in the same mushroom trap. Like the mushrooms exploded and knocked us out. So whatever happened to the cat, he must have seen it. Because it walked into the same trap that I did. It literally was there long enough to leave a shadow. I don't know. It ain't hip and cooling much. You're just gonna be melting away. That's so sad. But what about Inkido? Don't you want to see if we can find her? I'm sure. A look of apprehension crossed his face. But it's so soon. Inkido could be out there with... Michael, please. I can't think about her right now. I just want to go home. He fidgeted with the sleeves of his cardigan. But... He looked like he had so much more to say, but whatever turmoil going on in his head was quickly swept behind a reassuring smile. It is sport time. I think tomorrow. I don't think he's gonna do it now. Okay. Get some sleep, Firefly. You've been through a lot. He went to collect his blankets again, already arranging them into a nest, like the night before. It's so cute that he doesn't... we're sleeping in his only bed, and anytime we sleep at night, he literally just takes the blankets and sleeps like a cat in a nest in front of the fireplace. The words left my mouth before I could think twice. Do you want to use the bed tonight? Here we go. He stopped in his tracks. Oh. No, I don't mind the floor. I meant we'd be sharing the bed. Hearing it out loud just made me want to slap myself across the face. Michael blinked at me before laughing lightly. My bed's too small for two people, don't you think? I don't think it'd be comfortable for either of us. He eyed the bed frame before looking back at me. It'll be all right. Ah! Boo! With that, he crouched on the floor and started setting up his bed, his tail swaying languidly. I laid down and faced the wall, a sharp sting of embarrassment in my chest refusing to go away. At least we agree. We're getting teased. It would be so funny if he still snuck into the bed at night. Oh no. Why did I ask that? That was so stupid. Maybe I needed a sense of comfort, or maybe I just needed him. Whichever it was, at least he took it at face value. I wasn't sure what I'd even do if he said yes. I groaned internally and shut my eyes, willing myself to go to sleep. Reese would drag him. Oh, it's the knitting needles. I was gonna say, what the fuck kind of sounds are these? The last thing I heard was the gentle crackling of the fireplace, accompanied by Michael's knitting needles clicking away in the dark. Is he gonna be right in front of my face again? Before I knew it, I could hear the birds chirping outside the window. The first thing I noticed was the fire must have been out, considering I couldn't hear the familiar pop and snap that came with the room's ambience. That was another hope I had, that the fire maybe goes out in the middle of the night and then he gets cold and he's like, okay, I'll go into the bed anyways. The second thing I realized was the hand gently shaking my shoulder awake. Wake up, sleepyhead. I stirred, yawning as I sat up in bed. Michael beamed, hand still on my shoulder. There you are. Had a good sleep? I mumbled incoherently. His smile widened into a grin as I blinked myself out of my woozy state. If I didn't know any better, he seemed to be enjoying waking me up in the morning, just to see my disgruntled expressions. Right, breakfast is ready. Wash up and meet me in the kitchen, all right? Give me a second. He took that as my assent, humming in response. Suddenly, his hand reached up to ruffle my hair, messing up my bedhead further. What the fuck? Hey, he literally did the whole. He literally did the. So maybe he does know what a wink is. How did he not know what a flirting wink is? But he understood the teasing wink right away, because he stuck out his tongue and he did like one eye closed, like I don't know. Anyways. He merely laughed at my indignant squawk before reminding me once more to get up, his steps already thudding towards the kitchen. Recovering after a moment, I stared at the wall and pondered my situation for a second as I made my way to the bathroom. He's pretending to be oblivious? Maybe he's trying to get me to feel more embarrassed about it. So maybe he's trying to make me insecure about it. So he has better shots at it because I will feel like I may have fucked up in some way. And then he's going to be like, no, I kind of got it. But yeah, I thought it was cute when you're stumbling. He saw how cringe your flirting was and was like, nope, what the fuck? No. This was the third day since I've left the house. I'm missing work, missing my cat, and missing my sense of direction. I gotta get back to my life. Today. Quietly reminding myself of my goal, I padded to the bathroom, freshened up, and joined him in the kitchen. Michael was already seated, cutting into some pancakes. He just knows how to make everything, okay. His smile was bright as I entered the kitchen, his tail flicking closer to my seat as I sat down. A similar stack of mouth-watering pancakes was placed across him, waiting for me to dig in. Yay, pancakes! He even got berries and all that. Oh my goodness. How did he make butter? I mean, I guess where does he get milk in general? Where does he get milk? He did say he goes to supermarkets, but does he have a fridge? He doesn't have electricity. Himself? Fuck, you might be right. It might be Mushroom Boy milk. Maybe. Maybe it doesn't expire as quickly. I was just thinking, because he said he goes to supermarkets, but he also doesn't have a generator or any kind of electricity, meaning he doesn't have a fridge. Reese. What? Reese has made a great argument. What do you mean? It's literally the only way I can imagine him getting milk in this forest. Cold boxes. Yeah, but those either need ice thingies or electricity. I have no idea. Do you think he goes out every day to get ice? Because it's been 3 days and so far he hasn't left us. I don't think he would risk leaving us, and he still has fresh ingredients. I don't know. It's a bit weird. Maybe there's a cow farm nearby and he just goes out in the morning to grab milk. That is also possible. We are in the forest, so maybe there's like a cow. There's a cow meadow anywhere nearby with a farm and all that, and he sneaks out to get milk. I have no idea. Though I couldn't bring myself to muster up an appetite with so many thoughts filling up my head. He seemed to notice the look on my face, laughing nervously. You look serious. Something on your mind, Firefly? I picked up my fork, twiddling with it. I'm just worried about getting home. Michael faltered as he lifted a piece to his mouth. Oh, you're still thinking about that? He seemed annoyed, which was a first. Of course. I've been gone for 3 days. People probably think I've gone missing. His gaze lowered, almost grumbling. Is that so bad? What? Yeah, it's bad. Why do you sound like you don't even care? Michael frowned, looking up at me now. Oh, fuck me sideways. I swear that the whole screen is turning more red. Why do you sound like you're so desperate to leave? What? It's all you ever think about. Are you not happy here? Is it not enough? I sighed, rubbing my fingers over my eyes. Michael, we've gone over this. I've said it once and I'll say it again. You've done so much for me already, but I can't keep pretending everything's okay here. I want to go home. I need to go home. He sucked in a deep breath, grunting something indecipherable under his breath. I only wanted to... He seemed to be battling himself before he finally sighed. Hi, V! Hi, V! Hi, V! What you? Oh, we're just having a normal conversation. Don't you worry about that. You didn't hear anything. I hope you're doing well. Hello. Hello. I'm just having a little domestic with my femboy mushroom boyfriend. Yeah. Stumpy's this man right now. Destroy him. Be frisky today. Get a spray bottle. No. I'll be doing well though. Hi. Oh. Yeah, no, we're just making... I'm having breakfast, having a little domestic, yeah. Before I finally sighed. I'm sorry. You're right. Of course you're right. His tone seemed genuine, even if the hurt in his eyes was clear as day. I'll send you back today. I narrowed my eyes. I mean it this time, I promise. He held his hand over his chest, not mine. Hoping it's not too hot over there for you guys. I did not realize, but my room is apparently 30 degrees right now. Angel was saying that that her room is getting pretty hot, and I was like, yeah, it's not that warm right now, though. I look over and it's 29.5. The highest it's supposed to become is 33 degrees this week, for me at least, so it's not the worst. It's not as bad as when we got close to 40 last heat wave. I think 38 or 39. It's not that bad. It's too hot. Yeah. It's like a swamp here. I think I've gotten used to the warm. Honestly, I had 24 degrees recently and I was actually freezing. It's weird. I don't know. It's probably the drugs. It's the drugs. Even though supposedly ADHD meds make you more susceptible for heat issues and all that, I don't know. I haven't had any problem with that. It's not any better over here. Yeah, I bet. I very much bet. 15C is what I like, not nearly double that shite. 15 is actually usually my... I think I usually say... I don't remember which number I usually set, but I think 15C and all that is usually what I like as well. I like it fairly cold. Or 18? I don't remember. 15, 18? I don't know. I think I've been enjoying warm a bit more. Not nearly double that shite. It's disgusting. Very understandable. He held his hand over his chest. I swear on my heart. Trust him! I've been pushing this game to trust him the whole time, even though he's done nothing but disappoint. Well, he hasn't disappointed, but he's been drugging me all day, every day. Wait, we've been with him 3 days. He's knocked me out twice, and he's mind manipulated me 6 or 7 times. Something along those lines. So, yeah, he's been very trustworthy so far. I mean, how could I not trust him? He was my last hope. Okay. I paused for a moment before adding quickly, thank you. He nodded and went back to eating, watching me expectantly as he took a timid bite. Can I take a timid bite of him? It was a moment before he swallowed and spoke again. At least he swallows. Can you promise me something? His voice was quiet and, for a lack of a better word, vulnerable. What is it? Promise me... His mouth hung open for a second or two before he laughed. Promise you weren't lying when you said you liked my cooking? I snorted. Are you kidding? Do I look like the kind of person to lie? I'm offended, Michael. He laughed again, lightly and airy. But if I dared to look closer, I could tell it was fake. He probably didn't want to make our last moments tense and awkward. The least I could do was meet him halfway. I don't believe this for 1 second. I don't believe that he even thinks it's anywhere close to our last moments. I think bro expects to knock me out before I get anywhere else. Or knock me up. Either of those. Before long, we found ourselves walking down another path from Michael's. The route was different today, probably because he didn't have any detours in mind. We walked in silence for a while. The only thing accompanying us were the sounds of nature and our footsteps. What's up? I couldn't tell what Michael was thinking. I knew he wasn't the talkative type unless spoken to, but right now he seemed eerily quiet. His back was tense, his eyes looking nowhere but forward. My voice was itching to say something, anything. But it felt like the both of us had some thoughts to digest, despite it being easier to just say it out loud. Still, the silence was getting unbearable. We both halted in our steps at the sound of rustling, Michael's ears perking in a direction. What was that? His hands were already raising to hold his crossbow, deftly cocking it with an experienced pull of the string, until a solid click was heard. Stay quiet. Stay close. I swallowed, my heart picking up speed. He started stalking low towards the source of the noise, his boots barely making a sound compared to my clumsy footsteps. What if that's my cat and he's shooting it now? The rustling continued, sounding like a scuffle was occurring between the bushes. Closer, closer, until my ears picked up an unfamiliar high-pitched sound. It sounded like a tiny infant screaming. What? I mean, that's kind of like a cat then. As morbid as that was, Michael actually relaxed as he recognized it. His steps hastened silently towards the source, crossbow lowering until we came across what exactly it was that caused the disturbance. A rabbit. Oh no! The poor rabbit! I wonder if he's gonna eat it. Because Michael has been hunting and murdering these animals. Well, murdering, right? He's been harvesting. They can't sell. Oh no! It is such a cute little rabbit. I don't know if he would take it home and eat it. Because I would assume it's his trap. Its small, delicate foot snagged in an old rusted trap. Its little body trembled as it breathed fast and shallow, no doubt scared out of its mind. Michael regarded it empathetically before unloading his crossbow. Okay, I wasn't sure in which way he unloaded it. Disturbed by the caught rabbit... Disturbed by the caught rabbit, but at the same time relieved at the absence of a thread. Just a rabbit. Sweeping his crossbow behind his back and out of sight, he looked at it for another moment before looking up towards me. Let's keep going then. My mouth dropped in shock. And leave that poor thing behind? He raised a brow, confused at the bewilderment. Yes? But it's going to die. His face twisted into confusion. That's generally what happens to prey animals, yes? He was so nonchalant about it. I had to keep my emotions in check. As I said, it's most likely his trap, and he's literally a hunter. Why would he... We can't do that. Look at it. His expression was understanding, if a little annoyed. I am. Someone left a trap. A rabbit gets caught in it. That's how it works. What do you want me to do? Set it free? Obviously? He was frowning now. I can't. If someone is nearby, they'll be suspicious how their catch got free. Does that matter? Animals escape traps all the time. The poor thing is suffering. V, I know you're smarter than this. If it doesn't die today, it'll die tomorrow. To a trap, to a fox, to a hunter. It probably won't even survive long with its injured foot if we set it free. You're prolonging the inevitable. Can't you put it out of its misery then? He hesitated. Do you really want me to do that? No. But even then, we don't know if anyone's coming back for it. The thing looks so old. Oh, the trap, yes. He sighed impatiently, looking stubborn in his decision. That's the point of a trap. It's to keep things right where they are until you come back. The way he said it just rubbed me the wrong way. I mean... He's being realistic or he's being sadistic. I don't think he's being sadistic. I just don't think he has empathy for prey animals. Which kind of makes sense, considering he's been growing up alone in a forest where prey animals were nothing but food to him. Outside of the chickens, he's never considered anything else even as something that he cares about. Outside of us, of course, but like... He's being realistic and yeah, he doesn't know better. Yeah. Again, he doesn't grow up with society and all that, so he doesn't have the whole standard of like, a bunny is a cute animal, so you shouldn't eat it, blah, blah, blah. He doesn't care about that. For him, it's prey. For him, it's food. In a way, his logic made sense, but still, I could hardly believe how needlessly callous he was being. For someone so sweet with his hands, he was so indifferent about the poor rabbit shaking at our feet. I looked down at it once more, my heart breaking as it started to squeak. Michael. I want to say please, though. I don't want to leave the rabbit behind. That's just mean. I mean, even if he's right, I'll still ask him for the favor. Also, Cinnamon Chai Latte. Hello, hello, welcome on in. Thanks for the follow. I've been doing well. My heart was torn as the rabbit helplessly kicked its feet, its cries weakening. For a moment, I imagined Inkido being caught in a trap like this one, left to starve and die when someone could have been there to help her. No. I can't leave it like this. Please, Michael? His harsh gaze started to soften at my plea. Does it matter that much to you, Firefly? I nodded quickly without hesitation. Please. It'll be the last time I'll ever ask anything of you. He paused for another moment before shaking his head with a defeated sigh. Somehow I doubt it's the last time, because you're gonna drug me back home, back to your home. There was a smile in his voice, though. But all right. I'll do it for you. Stand back. I have to pry it open. My gratitude was clear on my face as he pulled out a deadly-looking hunter knife from his pocket, kneeling down next to the rabbit. To be fair, we never specifically said whether we actually want him to kill the rabbit or let it go. Okay, no, we did say no to the killing part. Never mind. The terrified creature started to writhe all over again, with a sign of looming threat, Michael grunting as he held it down firmly with one hand. It started to fall still under his hand, relaxing completely with its foot hanging limp. Huh. He sure had a way with animals. Considering how many he must have killed and skinned, probably does. I backed away to give him space, not wanting to distract him. As he was working to free the rabbit, I looked around to take in my surroundings. The trees felt somehow familiar, a flash of memory plaguing my mind. Casting one last glance towards Michael's back, I wandered a bit further away, making sure to stay within earshot. It took a few steps before I came across a familiar sight. Oh. This is where we got knocked out, I think. I say I think because it was a little bit different, but that's my shadow. That's why I got knocked out in the mushroom trap, and then the original image was a little bit different. It was the circle of mushrooms from the other day. I recalled that Inkido was definitely here. I hesitated at the edge of it, a sourceless sense of fear suddenly coursing through me as I stared at it. Because it was Michael's trap, most likely. That's the whole point of a trap, he said. To keep it stationary until you can come and get it. Michael knows how trap works. This is 100% Michael's trap. Had it grown bigger? The longer I... Oh, fuck me. The longer I stood there, the more fear dissipated, my limbs tingling pleasantly and urging me forward. This is the same mind control that Michael uses. Michael probably made a trap out of his own spores that literally make it irresistible for anything sentient that is around to just run into it. Before I realized my foot was already lifting to approach it. Closer, closer. Staring at it, a fuzzy haze creeped over my mind. My face was warm. I found myself smiling at the oddly comforting familiarity. Like recalling a fond memory. Like greeting an old friend. Oh my god, my hand. I did not expect randomly my hand to spawn. I knelt down to inspect the growth, reaching out to brush my hand on one of the mushroom caps. Ah! Bro, the fucking jump scares. When someone yanked my wrist back. What? Don't. Huh? Don't touch those. Holy shit. I mean, he could have knocked me out and brought me back home. I looked up to see Michael looming over me. My gaze sharp and irises shaped like... Wait. Looming over me. Gaze sharp and irises shaped like thin slivers. Bro. He's having a moment. Oh. The fuck? No? sounded like Ido was here. I thought I had heard Ido just now. You have a terrible habit of wandering off, don't you? I gulped. I just... How's the rabbit? Is it safe? His eyes narrowed as I flailed to change... Flailed? It is flailed. Failed to change the subject. It's free, like you asked. Don't touch those. Michael squeezed my wrist before letting go. I rubbed my wrist. It didn't hurt, but his grip had intent. Why? What's wrong with them? Nothing. Ido? Ido? I swear, I think he's under my couch and he keeps going... Sometimes he's being a little dramatic and then he just goes under there and then he keeps just... the whole time. Ido. Ido. Little bear. I don't know. He's not coming out. Nothing. Just don't touch them. Oh, why is the eye still purple? I want to point out this is a very small detail that's kind of hard to see even for me. But anytime we are under mind control and anytime he changes my mind on anything, anything that refers to me, so I, my, me, my, whatever, turns purple. And the same happened with the mushrooms just now. And for some reason the eye is still purple and I don't like that. I just thought those looked pretty, that's all. Did you, though? Yeah, we're definitely still under mind control. I shook my head, feeling disoriented as my mind flickered between thoughts rapidly, like a broken radio station. Michael snapped his fingers for my attention. Look at me, Firefly. Are you being converted into a mushroom? No, well, no. No, but we already theorized on whether he is maybe a parasitic mushroom. Because he's a mushroom boy and all that, and he definitely uses his spores to mind control me. He's done that multiple times already. So there's a very good chance he is shoving his spores into my brain and taking over. Hi, Wuchen! Fairy rings said to take the form of a ring of mushrooms. In European folklore, believe that the mushrooms were traces left behind by fairies or elves dancing in a circle. Touching them are bad, especially entering the middle of the ring. That's how we originally pass out, but I am still certain, considering it's the same type of mushroom, I feel like it's his. I still think it's his. It is a bit weird that he stopped us from touching it, but maybe he didn't want us to get knocked out again. I don't know. Oh, fuck off, SG. Yeah, bloody dickhead. Last of Us Zombie? Yes. I don't know, but he has been mind-controlling me a lot. I blinked rapidly to ground myself, scratching my head as I tried to gather my thoughts. Talk to me. Say anything. Some people think they're magic. Yeah, that's a pretty common belief with mushroom rings, isn't it? Well, there you go. I hung on to that thought. Keep going. Like, related to Fey folk, you know? It's why they're called fairy rings, or a fairy circle. Michael squinted before easing, his demeanor just a little less tense compared to before. They do look like they could summon a portal at any moment and whisk you away. I licked Michael, yes. I looked over at Michael, expecting him to look amused. Instead, he was glaring down at the ground, as if the mushrooms were the most vile things he'd ever seen. Interesting. He's only done that once before. He has only done that once before. Looking really disgusted at something like that. And that was when he saw his own reflection. So it's almost like they're a part of him, maybe? No. It's more of an invasive species than anything else. I followed his gaze towards the harmless circle of fungus. Yeah? Should we do something about it? He blinked as if coming out of a daze. No. Sorry, just a thought that slipped out. He pinched his nose bridge, his normally soft voice a tired grumble. Normally I'd leave them alone to their business, but having you here... Anyways, just don't touch it, okay? He was being far too uptight about something as trivial as a circle of mushrooms. Feels like there's more to it than that. His sigh was exasperated. They just grew in my part of the forest, is all. They make me uncomfortable. It definitely felt like Michael wanted to use a stronger word than uncomfortable. A barely concealed growl between his teeth. Why? I thought you liked mushrooms. Michael's ears flattened. Not these ones. They're not even real mushrooms. They're not? No. He seemed to hesitate before blurting, they just happen to mimic mushrooms. I still suspect, even if they're not part of him, I suspect that he is part of them. Either or. Oh, I've never heard of something like that. Though there are some pretty wild foliage out here that could copy the look of nearby plants. Does it have a name? His brows scrounged in confusion. What? Them? Yeah. You know, as in the species. Oh. I'm not entirely sure. I can recognize them by sight, though, so just stick with me when we're out in the woods, okay? I really don't want you anywhere near them. All right, if you say so. I just don't get how they can be invasive as all. I consider it invasive when they come on my property. Is he really getting angry over cute mushrooms? I'm gonna be honest, you're acting really weird about it, Michael. He was getting more agitated the longer we stood here. Can I stop pissing him off? Hands clenching into tight fists. V, I know I ask a lot from you, but please, let's just leave them alone, okay? Why? Why am I being a dick? Oh, Jesus! Lol, that actually made me jump. He's such a bitch. Look, can we just... I flinched, backing away from him as the voice rang through the trees. A silence passed between us before he took a deep breath. I'm sorry. How they look like his mushrooms? That's the thing. They don't only look like him, they behave like him, right? They literally mind control you when you get too close, which is what he can do as well. So either he evolved from them, or they are literally... I don't know, he says they're invasive. So what if they're part of his family? I don't know. They're 100% related in some way. I don't know how exactly. But the whole thing about them mimicking mushrooms means that most likely he's not a mushroom. Because if they mimic mushrooms, he probably does as well. I'm sorry. Please, can we just step away from here? He held out his hand. His fingers were trembling. Take his hand. I don't know why my character would be insistent on going to the mushrooms that very clearly just tried to take his mind. I guess he didn't realize that his mind was being controlled. I closed my hand around his, noting the way his tail flicked so hard it thumped against his leg. His fingers were calloused against my own, twitching at the unfamiliar sensation. I stepped up beside him, looking at him expectantly. I didn't think you'd take it. Now it was my turn to get flustered. You offered? I know I did. I thought I scared you, so I figured... We waited for the other to say something, our faces growing heated as the seconds passed. Can they at least fuck before I go home? His ears blushing! It's always the tip of his ears goes very blue. He finally laughed, exclaiming something strange, and garbled before squeezing my hand. V, you're really something special. I hope you realize that. He gave my hand another tight squeeze, snapping me out of my daydream. Let's get you home, Firefly. Michael took the lead, his footing sure and confident. He must have noticed my unstable gait beside him, as he subtly veered towards a clearer path I could easily follow. I didn't verbalize it, but I was definitely grateful for that. As much as the forest was growing on me, getting my feet caught in roots and twigs every few steps gets tiring after a while. Oh, blushy! I'm gonna try to get to eat while I'm being cooked. All right, Angel, but thank you so much for coming by. Hope you have a wonderful night and get some good rest. Don't get boiled too much. Good luck with sleeping, if you can. Our steps fell into rhythm next to each other. I peeked at Michael every once in a while, trying to gauge his mood after what happened. Even after spending so much time with him, he was so difficult to read. It was 3 days, what do you mean? How can someone both wear their heart on their sleeve, yet keep it stitched tight, never letting anyone come too close? I knew he had a secret he wanted to keep close to his chest, but I wish he'd just open up to me a little. The silence that hung in the air was making my skin prickle. What's your favorite animal? I was so caught up in my thoughts that I didn't even realize I blurted the first thing out that came to my mind. Michael regarded me curiously, ear flickering. My favorite animal? He pursed his lips in thought before his ears perked. Jellyfish. How the fuck do you know about okay, he had wrong. I was gonna say, you literally live in the middle of a forest. How do you know about jellyfish? I guess he's read enough books. I did a double take. It was one thing for him to have an answer so readily, but the choice was something else. A jelly? Why jellyfish? I thought it'd be, I don't know, a bird or something. He shrugged. They're pretty to look at least from the pictures I've seen. Okay. Plus, I kind of relate to them. He said that without zero... Okay, he said that with zero hesitation. How exactly do you relate to jellyfish? His expression faltered, as if deciding on the right way he could explain his answer. Let's just say I have something in common. With a jellyfish? Well, one jellyfish. In what way? That they're pretty to look at? Is there a mind-controlling jellyfish? I actually don't know. Haruki, hello. Welcome on in. Hi. Welcome to me smooching my mushroom boy wife. A strange noise slipped past his throat. No. You wouldn't get it. Try me. No. I groaned like a dying whale in exasperation. Shoulders slumped like I had a back problem. He's not gonna elaborate anymore, is he? He probably spotted the vein growing on my forehead as he snickered. Relax, Firefly. You're gonna faint on the spot if you think any harder. If you're allowed to get upset about mushrooms, I'm allowed to get upset about jellyfish. His smile dropped for a second before his cheeky grin returned. Touch. Oh. You wish? I wish. Touch? Touch what? You know, touch. I stared at him, his happy grin shifting into a confused frown. You know, touch when, it's like saying you're right. Oh. You mean touché? He smiled innocently. Yeah. This man will be the death of me. He laughed at my screwed-up grimace, waving a hand hastily. What about you? What's your favorite animal? Cats, you cock. Cats. He snorted, a fond smile on his lips. You know what? I don't even know why I bothered asking. Of course it's cats. What's that supposed to mean? He gave me a look. You know what I mean. Yeah, I know what you mean. He pretty much giggled in response. To be fair, I'm a very cat-coded person in-game. I have a cat. I run around with the cat collar, which, okay, to be fair, I was searching for my cat, but even my phone has a little cat paw on it and all that. I assume my character likes the cat aesthetics as well. We continued with idle chatter after that. I didn't even know how much time had passed as the trees slowly thinned out, the sounds of nature muffling as the canopies started to grow scarce. Suddenly, I heard the soft yet familiar rumble of a car at the distance. I almost didn't pick up on it, fully immersed in whatever Michael was rambling about. Something about the life circle of a topsy-turvy door-knee or whatever. It was what he called it. Oh, we'd really walked that far already? I left Michael's side and rushed forward. He made a sound of surprise, but followed suit. I neared the edge of the forest just as another car drove past. I recognized my street instantly. Breaking into a light jog, I almost missed Michael calling for my name as I ran down the road. There. My house was visible from where I stood by the street. I was breathing heavily by the time Michael approached my side, the man barely making a sound as I took in the sight. Oh, I missed this. I turned to thank Michael, only to startle when a bundled stranger took his place. Well, yeah, he probably has to mask his whole body. Oh my god! Oh my god. Okay. Sorry. People about. I couldn't see anyone around, but I guess he was right to be safe. I guess this was his version of a disguise. If I were to pass him on the street, I don't think I would have bothered to look twice. I mean, I'd want to say thank you for the face, but... I'd want to say thank you to your face, but I'll settle for this, I guess. You could just take him into your home, you know? I don't think he would be opposed to see where you live. I think he'd love to see a fridge and all that. His chuckle was muffled underneath the scarf. He pulled it down so he could speak properly. Did I scare you? I got distracted. Michael's eyes squinted from where I could see them. And I wonder how you don't get lost every 20 steps. Oh! Think of the hydrate! Actually very good. I've been drinking way too little this stream, I swear. Hey! He laughed at my offended tone. You better not go back in there, you got it? I'm not always gonna be around to find you. Who says I need you around to find me? Almost instantly, his eyes hardened under his sunglasses. That's mean! I'm serious. Don't go wandering in these woods again. Or I might have to start taking drastic measures just to make sure you stay put right where you are. I sputtered indignantly. I'll wander where I please. Sure. He looked over my shoulder towards my house. So, that's where you live, huh? Looks cozy. I wasn't sure if he was being genuine, considering he lived in the wooden back ends of the middle of nowhere. Yeah, his is very cozy. This is my favorite stinky and stinky German cat boy. What? German boy? What the fuck? Hi, Cringe. Hello, hope you're doing well. Hi. Hello. Suddenly, I perked up with a thought. My bed is big enough for two. Do you want to come by? That was the wrong voice. Do you want to come by? His eyes darted towards me, shock evident on his face. Me? To your home? I nodded. He froze completely. For a second, I thought he stopped breathing. I'd love to... Bork. Sudden barking and a shout startled us both, my body jerking forward as his arm yanked me close. I heard a soft rustle as his sunglasses fell to the grass from the sudden motion. His hasty worn beanie shaken off his head. Ah, fuck. Looking up, it was just my neighbor calling out to their dog. Oh. Looks like Vita's back from college. I paused, feeling his grip tighten. I looked down at his hand on my shoulder before glancing up at him. Michael? He snapped back to the present, his hand releasing me quickly. Sorry. He looked towards my neighbor and the dog for a moment before turning back to me. I don't think it's a good idea for me to go with you. I don't want to be seen. I deflated just a little. But you have your disguise, don't you? He shook his head insistently. I can't risk it. It's better this way. He spoke with a finality that was starting to become familiar. If he wasn't willing, fine. At least I was. Before he could pick up his accessories, I gently grabbed his wrist. Then, can I come visit you instead? What? I huffed impatiently. If you won't come to mine, then I'll go to yours. Once again, he was rendered speechless. Why would you ever want to see me again? To be fair, from what he's done to us, if we knew about it, it would make sense considering he's mind-controlled us multiple times and knocked us out at least twice. I don't know. At this point, I was starting to look and sound peeved. For all his good traits, the constant need to build his walls higher around me was starting to get annoying. I folded my arms looking stern. His eyes widened as if in preparation, ears flattening like a cat in the middle of a scolding. Michael, can you just accept the fact that maybe I enjoy your company and wouldn't mind more? I'm sorry, nobody's ever... But you wanted to go home so badly. Oh man, this man is hopeless. Yes, of course I do. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna forget about you completely. Besides, I promised I'd show you what phones you could do, didn't I? Dismissing the fact that there's probably not much I can show when there's no data in the woods. Did I miss the tongue swapping scene? There was a little tonguing, I think. Yes, you missed that. I'm sure he'd be enthralled by whatever dinky mobile game I had installed at the time. The point was I just wanted to see him again. So that means I get to see you again? I picked up on the eager tone in his voice, realizing he wished for the same sentiment. Yeah, I want to. Do it again? I'll try. Maybe we can make out before he leaves. Thing is, he refused to join the bed with me. Bro was too shy. His voice wobbled for a second. Firefly. He cleared his throat, laughing to himself. V, you can't imagine how much that means to me. A lot. It means a lot. More than you know. I nodded, a giddy smile creeping onto my own face. How's next weekend? He tilted his head. That's 7 sundowns from now? 5. His smile widened, eyes squinting in absolute delight. Okay. I'll meet you here then. I smiled at him, figuring this was goodbye. Hug him. Hug him. I didn't think twice, arms spread and wrapped around him before he could react. Michael froze from head to toe, inhaling sharply as his shoulders tensed. For a second, I thought I triggered a fight or flight or freeze response. Oh my god. It took a few seconds before he shifted to reciprocate lightly placing his hands on the small of my back in a loose fold. Fingertips splayed awkwardly along my spine. He's purring again! He seemed to gain confidence as he wrapped his arms around me properly. A sneaky sigh leaving his body as he relaxed. A faint rhythmic rumble emitted from his chest, my eyes widening at the strange feeling. Was he purring? I knew I'd heard that sound before, but he was definitely purring. Finally say Gex, oh yes, I still want to drag him into my house. I didn't have time to dwell on it for long. His grip was getting tighter. Is he gonna choke me out? Tighter. Tighter. I was about... When another car passing made him jump and release me. He was about to knock me... He was genuinely about to choke me out. Okay. I had to step away to catch my breath after the squeeze. His arms dropped to his side with a blank stare in my direction. Oh. Out of the corner of my eye, I could see his hands clenching tightly, as if holding himself back. I looked at him, expecting him to say something first. Instead, he just stared at me like I grew a third eye. Yeah, he can talk with 4 eyes. Cockblocked by a bus. I don't know what he would have done if he choked me out in the middle of a road. Would he just have dragged me out into the woods again? I have no idea. I quickly cleared my throat, cheeks starting to burn. Anyways. Ow! I gave him one light punch to the shoulder. That was very loud for a light punch. It felt like punching a sack of grains. I'll see you next weekend. Ignoring the heat on my face, I looked both ways before jogging across the street. My neighbor in the yard looked up as I approached, their eyes lighting up in recognition. Me? Oh, I thought that was a grandma, not gonna lie. The hands fidgeted with the frisbee in their... What? Their hands fidgeted with the frisbee in their hand as they approached, their ever-loyal Leica following close behind. Of course, Leica. I was wondering where you've been. I dropped by to give you some cake over the weekend, but you weren't home. And you didn't answer your phone, and your packages were piling up at the door, and I held my hands up in a placating gesture. Vida, I'm fine. At your feet, Leica was dutifully pawing at their elbow to calm them down. Bark, woof, bark. Their mouth stopped midway through another sentence, blinking rapidly. Sorry. They reached down to pat Leica's head, significantly calmer as they asked me again. Where were you? Where have you been? I was, visiting a friend. For a digital detox? Off the grid and all that. They blinked slowly, nodding. Oh, that sounds exciting. By the tone of their voice, they didn't mean that at all. What about Inky Doe? Did you manage to find her? Ah, you bitch. My mood instantly dropped. No. It's why I went away in the first place, you could say. It took a few seconds for Vida to understand what I meant. Oh. I'm sorry. It's fine. Oh, that's me. It's fine. They straightened, a flash of empathy on their face before they smiled. Well, Leica and I are around for the semester break if you need anything. We should do a movie night. Maybe that'll lift your spirits. I found this really good one I think you'll like. I did some research and I feel like it's right up your alley. Like and I could take a quick drive to the store just to... Yeah, but what? Like and I could take a quick drive to the store just let us know when you're up for it. I could get your favorite snacks and stuff. Leica gave a happy bark at the familiar word. Snacks! A fond smile quirked at my lips. Thank you, Vida. I'll bring the orange soda. Their expression lit up happily. Take care. I bid them both goodbye to walk up my driveway. Once I got to the door, I had an urge to turn around one last time. Oh my god, he's actually still there. I was surprised to see Michael still standing by the forest edge, shadowed by the trees. Bro's just staring at me with 4 eyes. I wonder if my neighbor's gonna die now because they talked to me and Michael didn't like that anyone else talked to me. And it seemed that the neighbor really likes me and I don't think Michael likes when someone else likes me. So, very wildly guessing, Michael's gonna come over tonight and stab them. Our eyes made contact, his own fierce, piercing yellow shining against the shade. I gave him a big wave. It took a moment, but he waved back. Smiling to myself, I unlocked the front door and let myself inside. It was surreal standing in my own doorway again. I felt like Alice who had just woken up at the end of the book, feeling like I dreamed of Wonderland. I tossed my keys and my backpack by the hall carelessly before plugging my phone into the charger. What if he actually used the phone before and he took pictures of himself? I swear, if the cat isn't home, I'm gonna be... I dreaded playing catch-up with the people who might have tried to reach me during my absence. What if the whole game... Oh my god, I have such a bad feeling now. What if the whole game was you had to choose between Michael or actually having a shot at finding your cat? So maybe you actually had to blow him off, but in return you get the cat. That would have been so sad. Work, family, friends. It was all a dream? Maybe. Oh no, I hate that because we were originally left because our cat ran away. And I kept doing the choices of always being nice to Michael. That's a terrible ending. Well, I have a boyfriend, but I had to sacrifice a cat for it. I literally got a fey boyfriend by sacrificing my cat for them. I groaned aloud, flopping onto the living room couch. Ah, well. At least I had this weekend to look forward to. That's all from day 3 of Mushroom Oasis. Demo. Priorities, V! Yes. Fanboy mushroom boyfriend is the priority. But the meow meow! That was such a good game. And it was only the demo, but that was like 5 hours of gameplay. And honestly, it was very cute and very fun. I would sacrifice V for a mushroom boyfriend. See? You get it. You get it. More updates coming in the future. Tell me what you think of the game. Any support feedback is highly appreciated. Thank you for playing. It's so cute. I need more, honestly. Please tell me. I'm so hoping. I think there could be a bad ending. If you're not being supportive about him, I think there very well could be a bad ending in this. But I'm honestly hoping that if you do everything right and he gets along well with you, that you can get a good ending. Like a good ending. As in, you get the boy and you get the cat. Because I'll be very sad if you manage to get laid, but you don't get the cat back. That would be so sad. Imagine the whole story ends and you never meet your cat again. I don't like that. I hate the whole prospect as well, because when the game started, it asked me for a name, right? And then it said, oh, your character has a cat. What would you like to name the cat? And I was like, oh, I'm going to mix my actual cat's name, right? Inky and Ido. So it's Inkido. I was like, oh, that's going to be cute. And then the first sentence was like, your cat is missing. That's just rude. The game made me name the cat after my actual cats. And then it's like, yeah, your cat's dead. Fuck you. It's so rude. I hope I can get the cat back. I swear. That is such a good game, though. I'm very much looking forward to getting updates on that game. 5-hour demo was pretty long, honestly. I want to see how long this game has been in development real quick. Okay, to be fair, I like how I've actually not read the About Me page for this game, because just Googling Mushroom Oasis, the very first sentence of the game was, my cat has been missing for a few days. Or rather, your beloved cat has been missing for a few days. I didn't read that. I didn't read through any of the stories because I didn't want to know anything yet. I literally thought you were playing the full game. No, sadly not. But this could have been a full game, right? It was 5 hours of gameplay. And we genuinely had a good conversation and a good relationship with the character. And we got to a happy ending of where both are looking forward to more. This could genuinely be the end of the game. But I'm very excited to see what else they're going to be doing with this game. I don't know. Let me see. Day one. Oh. I am looking through the current features. Full playthrough of days 1 to 3. Okay, we did that. Original artwork and background, they were very nice. I like the artworks as well. I also love that just for him cooking, there were like a bunch of different scenes of him standing at the stove. Hi, Narika, welcome on in. One character plus some other characters. Yeah, the one character is Michael plus, of course, our neighbor, Vida, for example, and Laika. But they don't really count that much, right? They have like short interactions. And then it says the amount of endings. There's one neutral ending, which we had. We had the neutral ending because we didn't actually get a boyfriend yet, but it's very much a... We're gonna probably keep advancing. We're gonna meet again. We'll probably spend more time. I like how it says playtime 1 to 2+ hours. No, that was clearly 5 hours. And I don't think I played that slow for once. But the game says it has 4 bad endings. It has 4 bad endings at the moment. So there's 5 total endings in this game right now, and I somehow managed to evade all the bad ones. That is actually magical. It's very rare for me to not go into the bad one. I did all the right choices. Full game. The full game is supposed to have 5 to 6 days. Holy shit. So they probably plan on it being almost twice the size as it is now. That's good. More art. WCG event even. Oh. Still the same guy and some other people. I love how for the full game they say, oh yeah, still the same guy and some other people. Multiple endings, playtime question mark. And then there's the content warnings of kidnapping. Implied, yeah, okay, I didn't read this. Implied pet, animal, player death. Implied player death? So one of the bad ending is most likely player dying. The implied pet death is so mean. Because the whole time I kept thinking, like, maybe the cat is alive, maybe he ate it. I don't think he ate it. After all the story we've been through, even though he... Oh, fuck, he still could have. I was about to say, after all the story we've been through, I do realize that on the first... it was the first or the second day when he cooked meat. I didn't trust the meat because he already kind of knew about our cat. Our cat went under in the same trap that we went under, and someone definitely picked it up. But now on the way back, he talked about those traps very confidently. So there's a very good chance that... I don't like how the biggest chance, especially since he didn't care about the bunny at all, suffering and all that. He was like, yeah, no, that's just how food goes. And the cat went under in a mushroom trap. There is such a good chance that he ate the cat. At this point, it's like a 50-50. I only say 50-50 because... I really don't know. I think he ate the cat. I was going to say maybe he didn't, but after that whole trap scene on the way back, and with him really not giving any empathy to a trapped animal like that, I think he would have eaten the cat. I really don't know. We only know that the cat got knocked out in the same trap that we did, and someone took her away because her little body shadow was still in the thingy. Animal harm. I like how there's a content warning for a dog. Great. Future more yandere nonsense. Okay, great. That was a really, really good game. It is, it is a demo and it's currently free to play on itch as well. Mushroom Oasis. It's a very, very good game. I didn't know what to expect. To be fair, I looked at it a while ago, like a few weeks ago, and just visually, I very much misunderstood what kind of game it is. Because I looked at the pictures at the little ones that they had on the page, and I was like, okay, this doesn't quite look like my game. So I didn't take it at that point, and then Cell kept insisting on me playing it, so I did, and honestly, it was really good. I guess I guess I'm not allowed to say no to any of the games Sal recommends. Because this is the second game now, as well as Under Your Skin, right? Under Your Skin was also Sal's suggestion. I was like, Under Your Skin might be a little bit too spicy. It was not. It was not. It was just the right amount of spicy. And honestly, Mushroom Oasis was very good as well. That could have actually needed a little more spice. I don't know why he didn't want to go in bed with us. Poor guy. Could have had even more fun times. Yeah. It's great. I can already see that our character is going to be spending every weekend with Michael now. Yeah, that was a really good game, though. All right. Well, that's finished. That is finished. Huh. I actually thought we were going to be taking a little bit longer today, but I guess not. But yeah, I really, really like the game. And now I have to figure out what I'm going to play next week. As I said, I'll still try to see about Assassin's Creed. Because while it is a very long... The thing with Assassin's Creed is it breaks two of the things that I've been trying not to do. It's an RPG, which I've said a few times already. RPGs are always hard to follow, especially if they're really long ones. Because if you have a story... it's very, very hard for anyone that hasn't seen every single stream of that game series to follow along. And yeah, it's a really long game, that as well. It's hard for RPGs to follow because the story is very important for them to make any sense. And of course, because it is a very long game, it is going to take me, especially if I only stream it once a week. Holy shit, that's going to take a while. 3 hours, that's going to be... Yeah, that would be nearly, considering that I play fairly slow. Well. Yeah. I don't know if I want to play that for 15 weeks. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I'll really have to look into if we're going to play it or not. Maybe I'll just play it off stream. I have no idea yet. I don't think I'll be able to play it, to be fair, on stream. But yeah, we'll be stopping here for today. I know it's a little bit earlier than usual, but it is pretty late as well. I've been needing some rest. Your next game for the year, yeah, if I were to play it and I only stream it once a week, as I do at the moment with most games, I would never finish it. It would genuinely be, and I just calculated on roughly 45 hours, which would be me playing slightly slower than the average, which is crazy already because I usually take twice the time, which means even on a good day, it would take me 50 hours. And that in 3-hour streams. Because I usually do 4 hours, but 1 hour is yapping mostly. Yeah, we'd be at it for 4 to 5 months. Hi, Elsie. Bye, Elsie. Hope you're doing well. Good morning. Yeah. You missed a very cute Yandere game. It was so nice. It was so nice. I liked it. It was very, very good. A lot better than expected, to be honest. Because my first impression of it wasn't that amazing. And now actually playing it, yes, 100%. 100%. All right, but yeah, as I said, we're gonna be stopping here for today. I will be back, though, tomorrow. Yeah, because I was going to take a break today. But since I needed some rest yesterday, I decided to push yesterday's stream to today because I was way too exhausted yesterday. And we're going to be back tomorrow with Bye Sweet Carol. Oh my god, I have like so many story games at the moment as well. Because Mushroom Oasis kind of is it's a visual novel story. Then we have Bye Sweet Carol, which is a fairly long story horror adventure game, which is very sweet as well. The Disney style one. It looks so much like an old Disney cartoon. I love it. And we have Until Then, which is just probably one of the sweetest story games I've ever played. It's crazy. I like how I said I wasn't going to play too many story games, and I only play story games. Thank you for stream. Yeah, thank you so much for coming by. I hope you still have a wonderful evening. Please be sure to get some drinks, get some food, and get some rest if you have to. As I said, we'll be back tomorrow with Bye Sweet Carol, where I'm a Disney princess. Yeah. Bye!